basically, we just went over the fact that we had great weeks. Shout out to everybody who's checking us out.
The audio's off?
Huh?
Keep going, but the audio's off.
What do you mean? Hold on.
The mic wasn't on.
Oh, the mic wasn't on, but it's on now. It was probably like a delay to it or something.
Oh, no, he didn't unmute it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what's up. But you already know. So, yeah, like Ed was letting us know, we good to go, man. We back in the building. A little technical difficulty, something light, nothing too major. You already know. But I don't know if y'all got to hear the record from Two Turn Jizzle and MPZ. I'm not really too sure, so we're going to jump back into that record, and we definitely want to give a shout-out to Two Turn Jizzle and MPZ.
Yeah,
it's one of their birthdays.
Then we get back into the show. If anybody is tuned in, Two Turn or Mike, man, shout out to us. Reach out to us, man. Let us know. I know it was your birthday, so we giving you a birthday shout-out.
Yeah, we need to get back online with them and see what's up, man. Big shout-out to them as well, man. Like I was saying, too, you know, shout-out to everybody, all the May babies, you know what I mean? Because it's a lot of birthdays in May. Shout-out to my fam, Trash. It is his birthday today as well.
Happy birthday.
You know what I'm saying? And shout-out to Beastie. I seen yesterday it was Beastie's birthday. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just it's a lot of family, man. It's a lot of people's birthday. Normally, May is a great month for celebration. You know what I'm saying? And we've been having so much to celebrate as the years prior to this, but you know, we got something to celebrate now because we're coming up out of these little quarantines slowly but surely. You know, so little by little.
Talk about phase 2, phase 3.
Yeah. We were talking about that before. If y'all didn't get to hear it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know how many phases there's gonna be to this neither. Because at any given moment, we could always go right back into what we were just.
Well, that's the thing too. When they talking about in the fall coming up, so you know. We'll see what happens.
We all got to see what happens. We just got to continue to live. You know what I mean? Take it one day at a time and make the best of your days. You feel me?
Yeah.
But we are going to get into that joint by Two Turn Jizzle and MPZ. It's called Raise the Bar. And that's what we're trying to do. You know, set new standards and raise the bar.
Yes, sir.
So let's get into that record. Add Two Turn Jizzle and MPZ. Shout out to the family. Raise the bar.
All right, here we go. 2 times.
Yes, sir.
Two Turn Jizzle.
L4DB, homie. Mike Peasy, Two Turn Jizzle.
Raised up now, flick. Raised up now, flick.
Time to raise up, homie.
Raised up now,
All I do is raise the bar.
Raise the bar. Turn up.
All I do is raise the bar. A hater, I just turn up with the hating. Wait your turn up, better go and get your earn up. Don't get hit up with this burn up. She ain't the only one get money. 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 Hey, no making no money. Hey, no making no money. Hey, no making no money. All I do is raise the bar. Raised up on them haters and don't give a fuck who don't like it. Yeah, streets rockin' with the kid and I'm keeping them hoes in sight. This South Memphis shit up in me. I come from a Grammy city. You at your hand out your whole life. We at the grand to get it. Living legend, gon' Google me and tell them haters pay some hundreds. He ain't nothing but a city boy, but well known across the country. Fuck a hater, I just raise on them. Know you wanna see me down bad. Slick hatin' ain't no benefit. That's why you broke with your clown ass. Ain't no made no money. All the blogging don't get you a check. Got mad at me and crashed down. That's an emotional wreck. Still remain on that black shit. Yeah, it's up there like a jet. And I ain't even try to raise on them. That's just how a nigga flex. All I do is raise the bar.
Raise the bar. Turn up. Turn up.
All I do is raise the bar. A hater, I just turn up with the hate. Wait your turn up, better go and get your earn up. Don't get hit up with this burn up. She ain't the only one get money. 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 Hey, no making no money. Hey, no making no money. Hey, no making no money. All I do is raise the bar.
These niggas not on my level. I'm raising the bar, that's applying the pressure. I'm moving this silent, these niggas be hate, so I know they ain't silent. Yeah. I keep my foot on their neck. I'm making it hard for these niggas to breathe. These niggas ain't weighing up. They ain't fucking with me. Hey, they gon' get you no money. These niggas all in they feelings. I'm going get me a bag. I'm tryna get me some millions. Came back in the game, fresh off the block, it's two-turn jizzle. I done broke the knob, ain't no turning me down, you know I'm official. I'm an underdog, but don't count me out, cause I'm one of the best. Put some respect on my name, whoa, yeah, I know I'm a threat. I just turn up on them haters, talking outside of they neck. These niggas really some bitches, hating on the niggas' success.
All I do is raise the bar. All I do is raise the bar. Hater, I just turn up with the hating. Wait your turn up, better go and get your earn up. Don't get hit up with this burn up. She ain't the only one get money. 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 Hey, no making no money. Hey, no making no money. Hey, no making no money. All I do is raise the bar. Hey.
You already know it's my co-host Lucas in the building with me. It's the one they call Ooze, and this is the MELLO-ROOM, of course. You already know. Hey, what's up, man? You chilling back there?
Yeah, we in here.
That's what it is. That's what it is. So, you know, we had a little kinks. We got that straightened out. Now we back at it, man.
Yeah, so for those who are first tuning in, this is MELLO-ROOM. Shout out to Air's Printing. Shout out to Crazy Dessert. Shout out to all the artists who send music. We healthy and well. We back in action, man. Look out for some really cool shit coming up. We just played a joint, Raise the Bar by Mike Peasy.
Two-turn jizzle, Mike Peasy.
It's one of those gentlemen's birthday today, so give them a birthday shout out and a clap.
Shout out, you already know, man.
We're gonna get into today in hip hop history just in a little bit, but I just wanted to go over some things that's going on. Go to studio1025.com. and you can check out today's episode. I'm going to post it up after it's done. I will post it up on the website. You can go there. You can watch it again if you missed anything. Also, you got your MELLO-ROOM merch. You can go there and get yourselves your MELLO-ROOM mask. This is one of the designs. My man in the front here got on the other one. And we got this here. Obviously, you can mix and match the colors of the headphones and the letters and all of that. Really cool shit going on, man.
Also, I like to reiterate on what my partner was talking about before. You guys, when you guys go onto the website, do snoop around, be nosy about it. There's a lot intel with the website, a lot of different shit for you guys to check out. So, you know, he has been seeing that people go into the website, they just see what it is, click one button, and they off. Don't be afraid to snoop around. We got listing in there, pricing, we got all different things going on. We got 3 different engineers that we're going to have as far as working in the studio with us. Yeah. You know, you're going to be able to see what's going on with more of them. And some of y'all, when y'all do get here to work with them, there may be some that take to this one or that one. Right. So that's how you're going to be able to figure all that out, by being in the loop with it. And the website is just really to get you guys more in the loop with what we have going on here.
And the whole, even the coalition.
Yeah, everything. Everything underneath the umbrella.
That's Ed back there in his group. Shout out, Ed. And then you got Two Lifted. You know, the gentleman also works in here. They got all types of different beats, you know, from trap to melodic and all of that. So, you know, we got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah,
here.
so don't be afraid. Check it out. You know what I mean? Snoop around, see what you feel about certain things. And also give us feedback. Don't be afraid to give us feedback. You know what I'm saying? Yes, one thing, and I learned this just growing up, doing what I did growing up, criticism is key. You know what I'm saying? And for some, they can't take it. For some, they use it as a fuel to push the dream to new heights and new levels. I've never been one that couldn't take it. You know, I've always used it to fuel and push me to newer heights and newer levels. So, you know what I mean? With the opinions and the criticisms, don't be afraid to give it. You know what I'm saying? Because it may be something within those lines that we could take out of there and use it to help further advance our agenda.
And also, you know, you're also helping a whole bunch of other people by coming here and sharing this experience with us, such as the Jedi Masters, and it allows them to show you guys more of their work.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Eventually, we'll have them on here sitting down with us to discuss more about what they got going on. And also, we've had Two Lifted on a year or so back, but he'll be back in here with us again in the Mellow Room.
Yeah, definitely. He's gonna be back in here. You know, once he is back in here with us, he's gonna be able to let you guys know, you know, as far as what he has going on with his end. He's also gonna be able to let you guys know as far as what he's gonna have here going on with, you know, Studio 1025. You know, so you guys definitely keep it locked and be in tune with us because y'all gonna get to experience all of it with us. You know what I'm
like
saying?
usual, man, keep paying attention because I add new shit to the website every day. And you'll experience just with us live. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, this is Mellow Room, motherfuckers. It's Sunday fun day.
Sunday is getting back to being fun day. We're
Yeah,
trying
man.
to slowly. But like I was saying before too, before we went into the break with the problems and all that, we're gonna really get to see how people get to maximize a day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying with this process, and even for people that work, club owners, you know, lounge owners, things like that, because they're gonna have to structure something in a daytime environment.
Right, and this is where you're right. This creative side of your mind is really gonna have to be incorporated into the business now.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not gonna be so much monotonous anymore because not only do you have to structure something big to start generating the money you were generating,
most definitely,
you also have to abide by these rules in which you can only have certain capacity. People are gonna have to be at a certain distance. The way they even serve to you is gonna be different. So imagine you're in a bar, how they're gonna have to serve drinks to you. They're gonna have masks on, rubber gloves.
And I've seen even one restaurant, they like basically kind of like they're keeping the inside of the atmosphere kind of at a closed point for now, but they built like these kind of like these kind of almost cabana style, like, you know, kind of like tables and stuff for the outside area to keep people with the social distancing and keep everything flowing. And also it's a good idea for them because it'll keep, you know, things coming in and it'll create an atmosphere.
Right. It's you're creating a whole new atmosphere of the restaurant itself. It's the same food, but now instead of it just always being at these same booths, these same tables, you spreaded it out now. You got outside for these people that they never offered outside food, like outside eating and shit.
Definitely. The only time it'll be a grain against you is when it's raining.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So other than that, you know, it's a good idea, man. And also you've been seeing the beaches been getting packed. Yeah. They back at it, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, Pete Douglas at the beach.
My girl at the beach right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She with her moms, you know. They did a little family thing for her moms and her family, so you know, shout out to them. You know, I know they're enjoying the weather out there.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
And I mean,
beautiful, man. It's fucking humid as hell out around this side.
Well, on this side, yeah, but by the beach, all that breaks down.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's always good. Yeah, you know, it's always a gorgeous. Anytime that the sun is out there, man, it's a gorgeous one.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I was saying, so, you know, we going to get to it, man. Let's jump into this Mellow Room edition. You dig? What we got going on in Today in Hip Hop?
Well, so, like we always do, Today in Hip Hop History. And we're going to start off with a really, really cool one here. Ice Cube released his debut album, America's Most Wanted.
Most Wanted, yeah.
On May 16th, 1990.
Big shout out to Ice Cube. And it's funny, too, because I was just watching NWA movie.
Oh, yeah?
I was just watching that shit the other night.
It some shit.
Nah, it was on, and I was flicking through TV, and it was
you stopped that. And
I stopped, and I stopped, but I was in it for a while.
Right.
The reason why I ended up watching it for a while is because I just read something about the character that played Eazy-E. He just got caught up with something.
Yeah, with mad cocaine and shit.
Oh, see, I didn't even know to that degree. I just seen it and kind of skimmed it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know if it was what it was. The article, the headline I read was actor who played Eazy-E gets caught with drugs. Like,
yeah, see, I didn't even know it was all that. I just knew it was something with the law and he got caught up or something.
Yeah.
So I seen that.
I'm speculating. I don't know if that's what happened.
Yeah, I seen that. He said, I don't know. I'm speculating.
I'm saying that I just read that headline. It's like one of those things you flip by and you're like, what the hell? Oh, shit.
See, now, I didn't know. I just seen it was the law on him. So I just kind of glanced at it and I was like, oh, that's Lil Easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not Lil Easy because he does have a son that goes by it, you know, but either way. So when I seen it, I was like, oh shit, the movie on. Let me check it out a little something. So I already watched the movie, but it was like I just wanted to re-intune myself.
Yeah.
And I'm checking out the movie and shit, and I'm just like, damn, all this shit is crazy, man. Like, now we come back up and we see Ice Cube's America's Most Wanted.
It's funny how the whole universe works, right?
Yeah. It's just funny how those things play back into it, man. And shout out to Cube, man, because, Cube was a rebel with it from the
Is this when he was working with, what's his names?
Who?
Wasn't there a time that he was working with,
Mac 10 and Dub C?
Yeah, they did, but I know I'm talking about when he left. When he kind of left from being around Dre, he went to these niggas. Man, why I can't Guru and them, right? Didn't he do some music with them or no?
Nah,
No.
who Poison Clan?
No, not Poison Clan. I'm talking about
Well, nah, when he left, he basically was co-founder with Lynch Mob.
Lynch Mob. Is
Yeah.
that who it is? Is this around that time?
That was the kickoff of that, you know, because that was his first album.
Different. I just
My bad,
remember
damn, I
who it
keep
was.
smacking this damn microphone. You know what I'm saying? But nah, that was, you know, because when he left NWA, he left them and started Lynch Mob.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So Lynch Mob is what came out of that. You know what I mean?
Alright.
So that first album was basically in promotion of that.
I got you.
You know, but like I was saying, big shout out to Q, man. You know, that's
he's doing big things
historical.
still.
It's funny because when we pull up shit like this, like, and I was just watching that the other night, it's like, yo, that was really historical shit. Like, that shit changed the culture. It changed.
Yeah, it changed a lot of shit.
You know, it changed the flow of the environment on the West Coast at that time. It rocked a lot of shit. And Cube, he's always had a political outlook with, you know, and a conscious, you know,
because up until that
shit.
point, whatever, however they treated minorities on the West Side was kind of still quiet in the media.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So you know they brought attention to that, other than you know Rodney King. You know.
Yeah, I mean they created a whole movement with what they were doing.
And I kind of remember that when I was really really young and just watching kind of videos of like the news and being like NWA has this going on over here and there are riots over here because of this.
It was just crazy to see like I was saying with that,
like in the movie, like when they had the one concert that they kicked them out, they were like, if you cuss or some shit, and they had all the cops outside and shit.
That was when they got locked up. They got locked up for that. You know,
I remember all that shit.
Like I said, it was crazy for that too because you actually seen like the genius in Ice Cube. Even in that movie, just with his son acting him and playing his part,
right.
You actually got to see how much of the genius he was behind NWA. You know what I'm saying?
Being a writer and all
being
that shit.
Being one of the main writers, because you got to really pay attention. Like you look at it, NWA's fame and their relativity declined after he parted and Dre parted.
Whether they left or
once him and Dre parted, that was the core to the nucleus.
Yeah.
So everything else kind of crumbled behind it, and they both in their own respective ways, when they both went off to their own respective groups, they surged.
Yeah, because if you look at it in that sense, you know, Dr. Dre produced and what's his name wrote. So like they were the ones that made that group. If they didn't separate, them together would have separated from everybody else eventually.
Yeah, possibly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if there was no problem for them to separate, then those two would have been the ones that progressed way more than the rest anyway. Yeah. Because it's just they were the talent that was providing the path. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, the tail's going to fall off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know, big shout out to Ice Cube, man. That's history, so it's always good to go around to that. What we got next?
All right, here you go, one. I like this nigga. You got to be old, though. Special Ed.
Oh,
youngest in charge, man.
I got it made.
Yeah, I got it made. Yeah, son. So Special Ed released his debut album, Youngest in Charge, May 16th, 1989.
Yeah, definitely. That's history for your ass.
Hell yeah. You go check out Special Ed. He only had one album, right?
Nah. I want to say he had like 2 official studio albums.
Yeah.
I'm sure he had more than that, but, you know.
It says analog recording, analog mix.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So to that degree,
Ed's over there with Smirk right now, like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He really is, too. It's funny, too. You ain't even looking at him, and he just said, I see him, but you don't see him.
He said analog, man.
And he's sitting there with his head and the headphones to the side with a heavy smile on his face. That's what's up. That brought Ed to a good time.
Yeah. All right, next up, even doper, because I don't think we've really brought them up a lot doing this. Run DMC released their 3rd album, Raising Hell, May 15th, 1986. This is probably more the Run DMC we kind of remember.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm
like
saying?
Their first album. That may even be kind of what we remember, but that may be a lot less than what we remember. That may be more than what we remember. Because that's their first album.
We're obviously gonna know like the hits that were played after, you know, 86. But if we were to like think back of Run DMC songs, they probably come from this album because if you listen to the radio, it was in times Shit, at that time I was 3 or 4
We have
years
to
old.
look up the track listing on that.
I was 3 years old. Yeah.
I think the only one you probably getting off of that one is My Adidas.
Think so?
Because Run DMC
Well,
came
My
out with quite a
Adidas is
few
fucking
albums.
big through
Yeah,
the
of course,
90s,
of
nigga.
course. Well, nah, not really in the 90s, through the 80s, because that's 86.
Yeah, but when you were old enough to buy yourself shell toes.
Yeah, it carried its clout.
So it's
It
still
definitely
carried.
carried
It's
its-
still niggas was still chasing after they were remixing and doing shit
Yeah,
like
it
that.
carried
you know
its
what I'm saying?
clout.
All right, next up. Damn, this I'm not even sure of this. This almost sounds like a rock dude, but it's called. His name is Cannibal Ox, or actually it's a group because it says there. Cannibal Ox released their debut album, The Cold Vein, May 15th, 2001. So I'm not even. I'm gonna look at.
They probably were more on the underground scene.
I'm gonna look them up in a little bit after we get through the list. I'm gonna look them up for later information.
Yeah, they definitely were probably on another scene. Shout out to Uncle Glenn. I see you out there, family. It was good.
Uncle Glenn's on, yo. Uncle Glenn, who's Cannibal Ox, yo?
Well, I mean, that they sound like more of an underground group. I think they were really more on the underground.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, this is 2001, so I don't even know too. This is more relevant than like the 80s or 70s and shit like that. Next up on Today in Hip Hop History, KMD released their debut album, Mr. Hood. You familiar with KMD?
I've heard of them, but that's more underground as well. Like they never really caught mainstream.
No. So you're not familiar with any songs?
Nah, nothing that really hit mainstream.
Well, shout out to KMD. We got to look that one up too.
Yeah, big shout out to them.
All right, next one up. Look, this is another one, yo. Who's this? ELP1? Or is that? Yeah, that's an L. So it's L.
That's LP.
It's LP.
LP1.
No, I said it wrong. I don't know why I said one. I
Okay.
thought there was one there. It's LP released his first full-length solo album, Fantastic Damage, May 14, 2002. This is so funny that 2002 is history right now.
I'm telling you, that's crazy.
We're like in 2 more years, that's 20 years.
I know. Look at what comes up next.
Oh,
That was a great album.
Hell yeah. I just wanted to read some of this shit here.
That's just a testament to that we were all fully grown adults at that time. That's why it's old to us now.
Yeah.
We lived through that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
we
true.
lived through that.
Hell yeah. Like,
2002, yeah, it's like we know what we were doing at that time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
were fully aware and conscious. We were fully grown adults at that time.
Definitely.
And had things going on at that time.
Well, yeah. Well, at least for our era, because like kids that were our age when we were that age, they ain't doing really the same shit, man.
Nah, nowhere near it. Whole different time.
Hell yeah. And I almost skipped it. Next up on the list, Cameron. He released his third solo album, Come Home With Me,
Big
May
shout out to
14,
Killer Cam.
2002. So that's definitely like a big album for me too. 'cause
Man, that was a huge album.
My
That's
favorite
what-
artist of that era.
This is the
boy.
music.
Honestly,
This is
that
the
was my
music.
favorite rapper of that era.
That was your favorite rapper of that era, you
That
said?
era, that was at that time. It was my favorite rapper.
Wow.
From
Yeah.
2000, from the second album SDE
Yeah.
on.
Yo,
Wow.
that's why we get
That
along.
was my
man,
favorite
because
rapper of that
I
era.
was
Yeah,
just
I'm sorry, I
about,
had to smack this motherfucker again. I'm backing this shit up off me.
that's why we get along, Ed, because yo, I was just about to say, yo, this right here and a couple underground stuff, is what I came to Florida with. Like, you know,
Yeah,
I
this was
like,
a hard album.
like
You
I
had
came to Florida, I'm driving around
Old
Florida,
Boy came
bumping
off this
Cameron
album.
and Dipset and all
Welcome
of
to
them
New
shit.
York City was on this album. You had some great records.
Yeah.
The Hey Ma was on that
Yeah.
album. Great records on that album. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say it surprises me. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people were heavy Cam fans. You know what I'm saying? So, but big shout out to Cam. 'cause
Yeah,
that
shout out to
definitely-
Cam, man. That's
that was
definitely
a-
what I came to Florida. I was bumping every single thing that was Cameron, Jim Jones, and Joel. So this is one of those things, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
I came here and niggas was like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "This is Cam, nigga, Dipset."
And the smooth thing about it is even he was out here for a moment around that
Yeah,
time. You know
no,
what
that
I'm
he
saying?
he wound up popping up out here almost like goddamn he moved here with me because it was like a year later he came out with this song on a mixtape, bro, and he literally shouts out Oak Ridge and some other couple streets from down the road right here.
Yeah.
He literally says it in his verse, nigga. I was like, oh shit, nigga be out here and
He
shit.
definitely do be out here.
Shout out to Cam, man.
Mm-hmm.
Next up on the list here today in hip hop history is De La Soul. De La Soul released their second album, De La Soul is Dead, May 14th, 1991.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is their second album. De La Soul is Dead. But yeah, they dropped that on 1991. You don't remember that? No, you don't remember De La Soul?
Well, of course I remember De La Soul, but not too much on it.
No,
You gotta give me tracks from that album.
Yeah, that's what I was asking you. Because I'm like, I don't remember De La Soul is Dead. But
Nah, you have to give me tracks
They had
from
Me,
that
Myself, and I.
Was that on that album?
I don't know if it was on that album, but that was one of their bigger songs.
Oh, I already know that.
Yeah,
I mean, I know that. I'm just looking for the big tracks from that album.
The De La Soul is Dead album is what we talking about.
I wasn't old enough to buy albums at that time.
At 1991?
And so I wasn't old enough to buy albums at that
Was I
time.
old enough?
Yeah, we said-
Well, no, you
No, I wasn't.
Nah.
I don't think so.
That was more like your older cousins and shit.
Yeah.
You know, they
Big
was, whatever
brother,
they was.
Big brother had to join though.
Yeah, you feel me?
And next up on the list, yo, one of my favorite rappers on my top 10 list. If we were to battle, he'd be on my bench. Pusha T, and he was born May 13th, 1977.
Big shout out to Push, man. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
You know, and mind you, the other day was also Ghostface's birthday.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow,
it turned
what's up?
50.
Yeah, man, this is
Nah.
shit old. They make when I yo, you know,
That's
what's
what's up,
the good
congrats.
thing about watching the rappers
Yeah,
who
man.
grew
Shout
up
out
and get
to
old
Ghostface,
is that
man.
you could be like, damn, that nigga, I'm young.
Yeah, shout out to Ghostface, man.
Yeah, we grew up with that. We grew up with them. You know?
Hell yeah. Oh, another one of my favorite artists, man, that, you know, I wish would have stuck around too, man. Parrish Smith, aka PMD of EPMD, was born May 13th, 1968.
Oh, all right, him and Push got the same birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to him as well.
Both incredible rappers on my list. Yo, that's cool that they share a birthday and shit. Oh shit. And the talk of the week.
We gotta see what up. They're saying that the mics is sounding weird.
The mics is sounding weird.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the problem is, man.
We'll see what up. You already know. We'll get
Oh,
it together.
cause something over there is on double thing. Yeah, thanks for the information. I can't do that. That's the engineer's job.
Yeah, we always appreciate the input, y'all, like keeping us sharp on our toes with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to Uncle Glenn for that. You know what I'm saying? But like we were just speaking on, getting on to the next thing on today in hip hop.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this, and it has been current. The reason we were talking about this is because of all the versus battles that they got going on. You know what I mean? So it was mentioned out there that they should do like a DMX and Jay-Z battle.
Yeah.
You know, and Hot 97 took the liberty of putting together like a pre-simulated battle
Yeah.
of Jay-Z and DMX. You know what I'm saying? And I really didn't get to watch it. I haven't gotten into it yet to check it out. You know what I'm saying?
On
But
97 was just with the songs.
it was Ebro in the morning show for them. You know what I'm saying? But as far I haven't gotten to check it out like that yet. You know what I'm saying? But we were just having our own debate and discussion of it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Before the show, which we should have had here, but
Yeah.
we brought him up, and it's crazy that it's here. DMX released his debut album.
It's Dark and Hell is Hot. And I remember that because I bought that album
Me
a couple
too.
weeks after my birthday.
Me, motherfucker. Actually, is statute of limitation up? Yeah. All right. Remember when what was it, Columbia House?
Yeah.
Remember when they was giving you the 6 CDs for a penny?
Oh, hell yeah.
And then you had to subscribe after that?
Oh, I burned them for about 10 to 20.
Yeah, facts. That DMX was one of them.
I
And
burned them for about 10 to 20.
So was my Busta Rhymes shit. The Coming. These all came in this package right here.
Okay, yeah. So you probably got the Cannabis out. Well, Cannabis album.
I didn't. Cannabis. When I got this and that shit, Cannabis wasn't out yet.
Yeah, he was.
Or he didn't have it. Nah.
What year was that? 98?
Yeah.
97,
98.
98.
That was 98.
Yeah.
98.
Yeah, Cannabis came out that year. Cannabis and Cameron came out in the same wave.
Did I get a Cannabis?
Cannabis,
album?
Cameron, DMX, they all entered in
All
that
I can
same
remember
way.
is DMX. I know it came with the 6 CDs, but all I remember is
Because you got to look at
DMX
it.
and
Around that year is the same time that he featured on LL Cool J's record 4321.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And that was the record which
But
caused the
that's what I'm saying.
controversy
Did
with
he have
Cannabis
an
and
album to
LL.
buy?
Who, Cannabis?
At that point?
It was probably a little bit after that.
I think he had a single.
It was the Can I Bust album.
Yeah, I think he had a single at that point. That's it.
Possibly.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all he had dropped.
But at that point in time, yeah, X had his album come out, and Cam had his album come out because they came out around the same time too. Confessions of Fire.
Oh, I got Fat Joe. Which one is it? The Don Cartagena with that set.
Yeah, that
That's
was
the
all.
only thing
That
I
was
can
all around
remember
that
right now,
time.
those 6 CDs.
Cameron's Confessions of Fire was out
I ain't
around
gonna
that
front. We
time.
never talked about that. That's one of my favorite. Another one of my favorite, like nostalgic albums, bro. Is Don Cartagena.
Oh, Fat Joe joint?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, Fat Joe got a lot of classics, man. A lot of hits and classics that people really they overlooked.
Yeah. Hell yeah. He's not like Busta Rhymes has. You say Busta Rhymes in any conversation, people kind of know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Joe falls in that same realm, but it just doesn't have the same clout as a Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because when you go through their catalog and you see the records that they did and that they were a part of and the hits that they did put out, you forget the hits.
Yeah, they were
You know what
talking
I'm
about
saying?
that the other day on Drink Champs or Quarantine Champs or whatever they call it right now, and they brought up Busta Rhymes battling damn, who did they say? But I was like anybody they put Busta Rhymes up with has Busta Rhymes a good chance because I always go back to Busta Rhymes did a song with Janet Jackson, motherfucker.
Yeah,
There's
Busta
not
Rhymes
a
got
lot of
epic
rappers
records.
that did that.
He
You
got
know
epic
what I'm
records,
saying?
period. His
Right.
records, and the reason why I say he got epic records is because Bus was.
And you talking flip mode too, like when he did the flip mode records too, man.
Nah, but
those
you gotta
shits was
also
jumping.
remember, this is what made Bus, and this is what makes him such a pivotal artist in hip hop, is that every time he came with he changed the sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we were always getting used to something or falling into a certain groove and vibe, and then here would come Busta with a Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or the Roll Around to the Anarchy album and everything.
And plus,
was
he
giving you
always
off
kept
that.
you live. Like he gave you that.
Yeah, he
that
always kept the
arena
energy.
feeling.
He always
Yeah,
kept
the
the
energy
energy.
is
The
there,
energy
like-
was always there on every record. You know what I'm saying? But sound is what people really overlook, is how he was changing the direction of the sound that the albums were going in every time he came out.
He just kind of reinvented his sound a little bit.
Oh, definitely.
Each time he made a song, goddamn it.
Definitely did.
I'm still top that really. Other than Jay-Z bringing Mike on stage and certain shit like that. Like that nigga did a song with a fucking very popular song with Janet Jackson in the video and everything.
I mean, you gotta look. Yeah.
They take away from that. You know what
He
I'm saying?
did that. Jay did the joint with Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, they both got legendary artists.
I think that was the conversation, to be honest with you, was putting Jay versus Busta.
That could be done, but it still doesn't measure out.
Nah, yeah. In a sense, but
Hov is a hard artist to put other artists up against. You know, it's
you would
hard.
have to bring like Pac back and shit.
And
Because
even
Pac
with-
has 9 albums. And shit.
even with him, you know what I'm saying? It's really hard because when you talking about somebody who's been in and around, involved, influenced, and any other type of word you want to come up with for it. He's
Yeah.
been there since '88.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're talking decades. You know, we're talking just a lot of things that he's been around with this. You know what I'm saying? So when you really break that artistry down and bust him down as an artist,
Yeah.
look at how much time you got to go through.
Yeah, this is
That he's been relevant.
There's a lot.
We're not just going to talk about
Talking
just
what?
standing still time. We're
We're
talking time that he's been
almost
relevant.
40 years.
That he's been relevant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Since the NSX, we're talking almost 40 years.
So you and then what we talking? So and then if you don't, even if you don't want to talk about that and you want to just go from Reasonable Doubt on, what are we talking?
You still talking
30 plus years.
You're still talking probably at about 30 years.
So you got to look at that, man. That's a hard thing.
That's
man.
with 90.
Yeah.
What was Reasonable Doubt?
Reason that was 93 first, and then they pulled off
So
the
it's
shelf.
still
and it
it's
came
under
out
30
96.
years. It's under 30 years. But if you were to bring up Jay-Z, Sophia, Hawaiian Sophie, and all that shit,
You got 40
You're-
years worth of shit to talk. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
almost 40
you
years.
gotta
at that
look
point,
at
yeah.
it, my G. Like that's hard to. What artist that's been relevant through their whole career can you put next to that?
Shit, Diddy.
And not even him.
Well, Diddy has albums. How many?
Yeah, but
He has two?
How many of those do you look
No,
at?
he has Puff Daddy
He has
and the
more than
Family.
that. He had Forever. He had
No,
numerous
that's
albums.
singles though, right?
No, those were albums.
Oh.
Forever was an album.
Oh yeah, Forever was an
Last
album.
Train to Paris was
Puff
an
Daddy
album.
and the Family.
Puff Daddy and the Family was an album. He got multiple albums, but how many of those albums will really have held any relevance except for Puff Daddy and the Family?
That one, and then any songs that he produced.
Last Train to
Diddy's
Paris had
name
his-
is on like
I mean,
everybody's
understand.
producing
He got
rights
hits.
from
He
Bad
got
Boy.
hits.
You heard?
I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
but as artist for artist, no, it's
No,
not.
he's
It's
not.
not a comparison.
No, not as artist, but Diddy has his name like on every single Bad Boys producing label.
Well,
like
yeah.
any song that came out of there. So he has a catalog of some sort.
He got a catalog, but it ain't a
It's not
catalog
his
of
catalog.
himself
Yeah,
as an
yeah,
artist
yeah.
going against this artist.
No, I get that.
Kind of like how they did last night with Nelly and Ludacris.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, which in my opinion was a really great, two good artists that put together for a battle.
We'll get into that after this.
Yeah, we will.
Let me get through this list real quick.
Mhm.
All right, next up. LZ. I'm not sure I'm saying this right. It's ELZHI. You know how to pronounce that phonetics? Or no? Well, he was born on May 12, 1978.
That was I.
Elzai, you know, I'm not sure correctly how to say his name. Apologize for that. But like I said, it's ELZHI if anybody want to look that up and see what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Next up,
Historic record.
It's like it means something to me as just as a song. This is like my dad's favorite fucking rap group.
Nah,
shit.
OG.
Yeah, and this song right here, yo, word up, like it was we did a 50-year celebration for my grandmother when she turned 50.
Mm-hmm.
Like we brought mad family from like Virginia, Philly, you know, Seattle, like it was mad people, son. And I remember it's my grandmother's celebration, dog, and we got a DJ. And my dad asked the DJ to put this song on.
Yeah.
Son. And we played, and the DJ played Slam, dog. In the middle of
Slam, man.
Yeah, he put on Slam in the middle of my grandmother's celebration, and I'm young, so I'm shy to react to
I
it.
said, OG, man, we here celebrating an
Yeah,
old woman. He said, man, fuck that. Put that Slam on,
I
man.
was shy to react to it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm young, but then you see my dad out there on the fucking dance floor by himself, like cussing and all, like yelling at people like,
Well, it's another one. Another one. Yeah.
So, I go out there and join them and shit.
Uh-huh.
That was a cool memory for me. And I love that song, period. So, like, Onyx released Slam, the second single from their debut album, May 11th, 1993.
Yeah, big
So
shout
that
out to
song was
Onyx,
dope,
man.
man. That was definitely like, you was definitely getting beat up in a club, in a little hole in the wall club if this shit came
you
out.
definitely.
Nigga.
Somebody was pouncing you out in one of the little corners, man. Was
Singing this song like
it was not a good
"Slam!"
time to get caught around the crowd and when that record came on.
Hell no. Yo, so shout out to Onyx, man. They still do their fucking thing everywhere, man.
Yeah, they definitely do, man. Shout out to them brothers, man.
One of my favorite groups. So, next up, Craig Mack. Speaking of Bad Boy and all that,
Rest
Craig
in
Mack.
peace to Craig Mack, man.
He was born May 10th, so it's actually
That's my sister's birthday.
a couple of days past it, 1971.
Mm-hmm.
And he could have been way more prevalent too. Like for younger kids who really not into Craig Mack or even know who the fuck he is, he would have been more relevant almost than Biggie had the tables worked out.
Well,
different.
he originally was.
He was the
supposed to
original
be
artist.
He was originally gonna be Diddy's first artist, the driver of Bad Boy.
Yeah.
But Biggie came and that
They kind of put him on the back burner.
Yeah, you
and
couldn't
shit.
deny that talent, man. Flavor in Your Ear remix when Biggie was on there. And even on that, Biggie, like we always talk about the people that take shots at him on the records, low key. Biggie shot at Craig Mack on that record, low key. You know what I'm saying? So You know, but no, not to take nothing away from him. Shout out to Craig Mack. Rest in peace to Craig Mack. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so as we get into the end of this list here, and you brought it up, man. Ghostface Killer, he was born May 9th,
Yeah, man. Shout out to Ghost.
1970. And let me just click over and see this next page.
50 years old, man. Shout out to Ghost.
What's next here? I don't think we brought that one up last time.
What's that?
Did we bring up Dr. Oh no, because we didn't go through
We
the
didn't
week.
do last week.
Oh, okay, so we got some pretty more here we can go through.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, so right here, Carmen, a hip
Hop-opera. Beyonce.
premiered on MTV May 8th, 2001.
I remember.
So a
that.
lot of you guys you want to see Beyonce act back in 2001. Is this one of her first films?
Nah,
First time
it was a different type of film. That's why it was.
It's an opera.
It was
It's a
brought on
fucking-
MTV. It was really like a musical. It was kind
Musical,
of like
that's what I was
it was
looking for.
kind of like Empire.
You watched it?
I remember that movie.
Okay.
I remember when they came out with that, and the movie gave like an Empire feel.
Oh, okay.
There was dialogue that would lead into a musical, scene, and then the musical scene will lead you back into
It's like
dialogue.
watch what I call it as a play. You watch a play happen on
Yeah,
TV.
you know what I'm saying? So it had that Empire feel way before Empire was even.
It's not to be
out
funny,
and
but
released.
Aladdin kind of feels like that to me. The movie Aladdin, the new one.
It is, all right. So there you go. That's kind of like what that was like.
Okay.
And big shout out to Beyonce because that was something that she put on screen, before they
Way
came
back.
out with the Empires and the shows of this time. You know what I'm saying?
I think this is all. I don't know when Pink Panther came out, but
That's way before Pink Panther.
right. So this is all leading up to that.
Yeah, that was all like her debut of
Mhm.
acting and doing things like that. It was just showing her off as an artist, really more so.
Okay, so I just go through because I forgot a whole week. All right, Chris Lighty. He was born May 8th,
Rest in peace.
1968. Yeah, rest in peace, Chris Lighty. An underground dude that I got into a little bit, but I couldn't quote his songs. It's not something I follow. Dr. Octagon. Kool Keith released his debut solo album, Dr. Octagonologist. Okay, that was a weird word to say. But on May 7th, 1996. You don't remember who Kool Keith is?
Nah.
Yeah, it's not somebody I followed a lot, but I've
Yeah, he was
heard of
definitely
this
underground.
album, huh?
He's underground.
Yeah, he was underground. He was totally underground. Next up, MC Search.
Mm-hmm.
And if people don't know who MC Search is, he was obviously an MC, but he also was behind a lot of MCs that came out.
Man, MC Search is really who brought you Nas.
Yeah, Nas. He also brought you a couple other people.
Technically.
He
You know what I'm
brought you
saying?
a couple other people too, right?
You wanna
Like
know a
really
fun fact?
underground.
Huh?
I said, you want to know a fun fact?
Yeah, shoot.
That's who Jay-Z paid when he was talking about in the song. When he was talking about paying for the sample.
MC paid
That's who
MC
he
Search
paid. He
for it?
paid MC Search.
Mm.
Yeah, like
Search
MC
like
Search is
publishing.
like
You
You
really.
talking about for the Dead President sample?
When he said, Nas said, when he said he took his line, and Jay said, you made it a hot line. I
Yeah,
made
you
it
talking
a hot
about Dead
song.
Presidents. The Dead
The
President
sample. Yeah, he took the song. He took the sample from Nas and made it into a song,
Mm-hmm.
but he had to
Pay
pay
MC Search for it.
Searchlight Publishing. That's a fun fact.
And that's I was I don't know if you remember.
It's actually crazy because he said it in the song.
said it in-
you know
he
who I
said it.
paid God Searchlight Publishing.
That's what I was referencing. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That's a fun fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you
Shout
I
out
don't know
to
if
Ed
you
for
remember
knowing the knowledge on that. Because
I
I
don't know if you
was
remember like a couple of years back there was this like hip hop talent show. Like it was almost like making the
on
band.
VH1.
Yeah, and MC Search was
He was
part of
hosting
it.
it.
Yeah, like when he did that shit, I did some research from him, and you find out, MC Search is like really deep in the behind the scenes of the hip hop.
Oh yeah,
community.
he's launched a
Yeah,
lot
a
of
lot of-
artists
yeah,
that
a lot
you've
of
seen.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Search, man.
So MC
Legend
Search
of the
at
game.
third base. He was born May 6, 1967.
Another Taurus in the family.
One of my favorite producers, I think this is him, right?
Who that?
High Tech, right?
Yeah, that's High Tech.
High Tech, man. The beats that High Tech made for Talib's, Eternal Reflections, bro,
Yeah.
that's what turned me into the more smoother sound of hip hop. Was High Tech, man. That fucking real jazzy feel.
Yeah, yeah.
And he even sampled a French song in there. And I can't remember the name of the song. but it just was really smooth, man.
Yeah,
I really
of
appreciate that, brother.
They got a classic together.
Hell yeah. DJ High Tech, he was born May 5th. Oh, I don't know why I call him DJ.
Oh shit! Shout out to High Tech. That's my birthday.
Oh shit!
Cinco de Mayo, babies.
Birthday.
Yeah, man.
He was in 1976 though, so he's a little older.
Yeah, he got me by 9 years.
yeah. So, Gangstar, motherfucker. That's who I was thinking about earlier.
Rest in peace to the guru.
They released their third album, Daily Operation, May 5th on your birthday, 1992.
Legends.
Ooh, here goes a nice one, man, for me.
What's up?
Raucous Records, man. They released their album, Lyricist Lounge, Volume 1, May 5th, 1998. And that's what really introduced me into a lot of more of the underground shit, was Lyricist Lounge, albums and shit.
Talib Kweli.
And then, once I started learning who those people were, I went and started grabbing their music and shit. So that's what took me there, really. You know, it was real Lyricist Lounge and shit.
Definitely.
Shout out to that shit. Who the fuck is this? Adam Yauch, better known as MCA of the Beastie Boys. He passed away May 4th, 2012. Rest in peace. Definitely a dope group. You know what I was thinking, like, the other day about the Beastie Boys? Was, like, other than, like, Eminem, right? Because he's still alive, right? They have these, you know, it's like generational white boy rappers that were big. So, like, back in the 80s, like, Beastie Boys were, like, huge. They were huge. And are we gonna ever remember them in hip hop history? Like, it's like people never bring up Beastie Boys ever.
I mean, you gotta remember them because they're gonna have records.
Cool, we do. But what about the kids now? Like, when the kids even want to talk about past, they can bring up some of this shit because they seen it or they pops talk about it. But
yeah, I mean, they'll go
talk
into
about
it.
The Beastie Boys unless you're some white hip hop dude. That, you know,
why you had to get low
I
when
don't
you
know.
said it?
You know how when you don't want to say racist shit.
Yeah.
You understand? But you know what I'm saying? Like, what if they're the like only people that's probably gonna tell they kid, like, yo, check out Beastie Boys, check out, you know.
Well, nah, I mean, because the whole thing about it is, all right, put it this way: kids of now, as they get older, they're gonna revert back to an Eminem. Which Eminem is going to stem them back to the Beastie Boys, MC
Well, if
Surge.
they do their research, yeah.
Well, yeah, because you're going to want to know who was first. You know, it's always going to come out who was first, who was the originals. And when they want to find out, well, who was the first white rappers?
Yeah.
You know, that's when you're going to trickle back to your Beastie Boys and your MC Surge and, you know, and all of those guys that came through from it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it will relate to them and it will go back to them without it being the focal point.
Yeah, it was just one of those subconscious thoughts when you're by yourself thinking about shit and you're like, man, the Beastie Boys.
Not only that, and then you got to think about it.
About the Beastie Boys.
You also got to think about it. They're legends for a reason. So they have records that are forever.
Yeah. Are they in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I do believe so. But they have records that are forever going to be synonymous through the world, that whenever they hear them, is going to raise the trigger in the head. Well, who are these guys?
Right.
You know, so for kids that are going to be coming ahead of time.
Well, you just heard it right here in the MELLO-ROOM. Go fucking find out who the Beastie Boys are if you don't know.
Definitely legends, man, legends.
I know some people my age that don't know who the Beastie Boys are.
That's bad.
Yeah.
People your age?
Maybe 3 years younger.
That's bad. That's my age. That's bad.
I guess
it's horrible.
I guess so. Next up, I think we brought him up earlier. Run DMC released their 6th album, Down with the King, May 4th, 1993.
See what I'm saying? Now look at that. That's what, 6-7 years. That's a 7-year span of Run DMC from their first album to that album. And what was that? Their third?
The one I just said?
Or their fourth?
You're off all of that. This is their 6th album.
So my point exactly was, on their first album, think of how all those tracks we were talking about, those were spanned through 6 albums with them.
Right. That's why when we saw the last one that was 86, I was like, man, when we really think about it, for us, from 86 to 93 are probably more of the Run DMC songs that we would be more familiar with, even though we know the first fucking 3 albums before that.
Yeah.
But, you know, just because we were alive at that point, when they had these come out is probably what we hear more.
I remember that album. I remember the tracks from that album.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like I remember this cover more than I would remember.
I want to say that's like
their
right
first
before.
cover.
That's like right before Run really transformed to Red Run. This album right here.
Probably
He was raising hell before that.
Well, no, I mean look at the name of the album.
Yeah, Down with the King.
He was already in transition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think last show we went over this already. Wu-Tang Protect Your Neck. May 3rd.
We did cover that.
Yeah, May 3rd. I think that we already went over that.
Nah, we didn't. I don't think.
Yeah, if today's the 16th or what, the 17th, 14 days later is the 3rd.
So,
Or 14
so
days
that was
before.
the day of the show. You're right.
Yeah,
That was the day of the show.
Yeah. So we already went over that. If you missed the last show, go check it out. It's up on studio1025/MRPlive.com, whatever how you do it, and you can go watch the old episode from 2 weeks ago. And later on, and by tomorrow, you'll be able to rewatch this episode as well. But that's it for today in hip hop history.
And on that note, man, we should definitely get into a record.
Hell yeah.
Let's make some history today. Let's get into some records.
Let's
we got lined up?
Sugar Plum Fairies.
What's up?
I'm gonna line that up. Let's see. Let's go to your man's Grime Wave. Grime Wave sent us new music. We haven't been able to play that in a while.
Definitely,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
So let's go, man, to a Grime Wave.
Hey, shout out to Ground Wave, Hanzo Blade, and the whole gang. You already know.
And scroll. There's
Well, the last time we got it, we played Caesar's Flowers
Yeah, it was
or
something-
Flores.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce it?
Yeah. So there's I think the newer songs maybe at the top of the list.
Yeah, because they got a whole project there.
Yeah, so let's go through some of those and just don't pick the one we picked last time.
Right. So we got the Blue Lagoon. We got Maury Quam.
Let's just go with Blue Lagoon. We
We
haven't heard
played
it.
like 2 records off of it.
Yeah, but we didn't play Blue Lagoon.
We didn't play Blue Lagoon.
Okay, so yeah, let's jump into Blue Lagoon. Shout out to Hanzo Blaze and the team. You
The
already.
Team Grime Wave, yo. This is Blue Lagoon. This is the MELLO-ROOM. Sunday Fun Day, baby.
Y'all already.
No.
It's Grime Wave gang. Great division, motherfucker.
Fucking Hanzo Blaze.
You know the deal,
Mo
son.
Ruckus, man. It's a motherfucking Grime Wave. You know what the fuck it is, man. Yo. Check this shit out, man. Hey yo, I'm bound to be the illest from the womb to the tomb. So my sound is for gorillas, not for food of the looms. Puffin' loud, counting figures in the room full of goons. Wildin' out with my niggas drinking booze in saloons. Tryna clown in the river after chewing some shoes. They get down with your sister in the bluest lagoon. I'll take the husband, not the picture, so I'm shooting the groom. I'll be lounging in chinchillas, you still pooping balloons. You just a custy fucking junkie out here using a spoon. I'm spitting fire in the booth, these rappers puke from the fumes. Lyrical hitman for higher pitching through your platoon. Use a silencer to silence, yeah, I'm mute a buffoon. Strap up onto all your tires, lit the fuse and then boom. Any venom you assume to spew, my crew is immune. Yo, it's the Grime Wave, fools better move and get wound before we violate. Leave you with some bruises and wounds, motherfucker.
Do you have a preferred spot?
Yeah, the back of the head. But if I'm looking at you, the front of the head.
Rhyme overlord, son. I rhyme vocalord, feeling like Voldemort. I go to war for my brethren, but I see me get the demon that's scheming up in my element. Elephant like memory, elegant phonetically. Transport the felony, son. I was serving slaughters. I could sense a rodent, from a certain aura. Hope they leave them laying rigor mortis. House riddled with bloody corpses, study corpus and medicum. As above, so is below. Don't rush and let it come. If you shook, then get it gone. If you were crook, then close your gums. Oh, look, I was the golden sun. Roll it with these golden lungs. Send in and get rid of these bogus bums. Mix with an ice pick, poke along. And for joke a lunch. In the older slum, son, I'm so scummy. Haters is tight mad, and so love me. That old ugly, no peasant bitch, don't touch me. I was pitching snow to the snow bunnies, had their nose runny, I like to fold money. But you know I'm dreaming immortal. Try to take it out, push the sword through your torso.
Basically, it's against the rules because we ain't supposed to work for you. That's number one. Number two, the cops start asking you questions. They'll turn you everywhere but loose. You cannot stand up. You will not take the pressure. You'll go. And I'm in a jackpot. People I work for, they can ask them all kinds of questions. They look around like the sun is shining. He kept a lion around, you know.
A lion?
Yeah, when you didn't pay him the money, he used to send you down to say hello to the lion. He had a lion down in the basement on President Street. He says, 20,000? He says, I owe this guy 20,000. Hey, look, I said, you go do the job yourself or you go find an amateur, and I'll send you cigarettes.
What kind of a guy was he?
To me, he was a good guy. I liked him.
Why was he crazy, Joey?
Well, that's because when he got nailed on a burglary one time, he copped the plea that he was a nut. They got himself sent to a nut house for a while.
Yeah, we live?
Live in the
Back
building.
in the building, back in the flesh. You already know the rest.
Yeah.
It's the boy Ooze and my homie Lucas. Got Ed still rocking out here with us in the building, man. That was Ground Wave. Shout out to them boys, man. Shout out to Hanzo Blaze. You already know. That was Blue Lagoon, correct?
Yeah, Blue Lagoon. And since it came to my attention, I guess we played that 2 weeks ago. We're going to go play back in another new one right now.
Let's do it.
And it's, what was it called? I can't even remember this. They got these
They got unique names for that track.
these
Very
European
unique
names for them and shit.
Moriquam.
Moriquam.
Moriquam Fodari.
Moriquam Fodari. Fodari.
Nice.
That's dope. Moriquam Fodari. That's dope. They got a sick, like, just the way they present with their whole presentation of their projects and things like that is very, very dope.
Hell
Very
yeah.
unique.
I love the creative.
Always put me in the mind of Wu-Tang and that whole creative structure like that. It's super dope, man. Super dope.
Yeah, so shout out to them, man. Let's go ahead right into that song, brother.
Yeah, man. Let's jump right into it.
Word up. Here we go.
Yo, wild desperado, rider with my bottles. That before the song, and that's the only model. Bougie college chick on whippy and avocados. Hot as fuck her, so when she try to walk, she wobble. And she swallow kids. She know I'm soon to be the god, like Apollo was scared. You better follow us. After the valley, get a piece to merge Victoria's. With most swallowed up. Shit was horrid like Katrina to New Orleans was story more than rough. It's why the oral tough. It's why my oral tough. The alchemy in my formula. I foresee balconies with a foreign view accomplished. More than I thought we would, but got more to do, more to prove. Till we immortal, don't get it fucked up. Cause ruggers acting cordial, play me, I put a sword in you. In death's face, he displayed fortitude. Wild desperado, rider with my bottle. That before the sauna, that's the only model. So we need the nacho and you better have it to us. Pronto, fuck rap, we had Tristan Pablo, scheme with me, Diablos. We need the paper stacked up, that's the size Bibles. In the pants, ride around while we dodging potholes. That before the sauna, that's the only model. That before the sauna, that's the only model.
I'm like Neo in the Matrix with the God flow. Henny in my chalice, blowing reefer out my nostrils. Apostles coming at you with the ghetto gospel. Colossal, turtle you whack niggas into fossils. Picasso in the grotto, popping gold bottles with 12 disciples looking like we all won the lotto. The motto, we mono like the Sopranos. Keep it 9 for the Judas or the Benny Blancos. If you can't stand my brain, then go and find a poncho. Got my young savages for niggas that act macho. Muchacho, don't even think of touching my nachos. Fuck the cops when it comes to English, me no hablo. All I want is some millies and a Murcielago. Man on fire, I'll probably retire with El Diablo. Try to box me in, just know I'm going Chapo. The head honchos riding out like we desperados.
Wild desperado, rider with my bottle. That before the sauna, that's the only model. So we need the nacho and you better have it to us. Pronto, fuck rap, we had Tristan Pablo, scheme with me, Diablos. We need the paper stacked up, that's the size Bibles. In the pants, ride around while we dodging potholes. That before the sauna, that's the only model. That before the sauna, that's the only model.
I used to do coke and you're still on the soft shit. Suicidal work, how I off my shit. Had to take a couple losses. I'm backed over when that door closed, it made me nauseous. Open up the next quick. like a locksmith, and that's crazy. Used to mask up and grab the lockpicks. Had to ditch the grip, got some crusted blood on it. Nothing about me clean, from my clothes to my conscience. Peace to Big B, he pulled a piece on me, you wildin'. It's Rhyme Wave, we in your place. Face fucking your broad, smoking cigars. Ash on the couch, piss on your lawn. Have your mother jerk us off while she got you on the phone. Then throw a banger at your crib when nobody's home. So cold, you would think my flow the tip of the globe. Arctic soul, old as the arches of Rome. I kill poses with a dagger that is dipped in gold. It's over.
Wild desperado, riding with my bottle. Death before the sauna, that's the only model. So we need the nacho and you better have it to us. Pronto, fuck rap, we had the power scheme with me, Diablos. We need the paper stacked up, that's the size bottles. In the pants, riding around while we dodging potholes. Death before the sauna, that's the only model. Death before the sauna, that's the only model.
The music that they did.
We back. You already know how we do it. Pardon us. We was having our own sidebar conversation in the back. You already know. But like we said, man, this is the Mellow Room. I am Ooze. That is Lucas. And y'all are rocking out with us. We appreciate the love and all that. You know what I mean? Shout out to Ground Wave. That was another joint from off their new project. How was it? You say the name of that again, Ed?
That last one we just listened to?
Yeah.
Hold on one
Creme
second.
de la creme or something like that.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I say it right. Hold on a second.
It's I forget how you said it.
Moriquam Fadari.
Moriquam Fadari.
Fadari. I couldn't want to say
shout out to them, you know.
It looks like foe, like friend of foe. Fodari.
Fodari.
Yeah, I like that. I like that beat that they
I would
played.
love to have one of them on the show, even if they called in and we could chop it up with them.
Oh, man, you know what? I was thinking about this, too, and somebody brought it up to me, especially with all the shit going on. We're going to figure out how to integrate Zoom.
Yeah.
So we can start doing more interviews with people out of town. And
shit. Yeah, because I would definitely love to chop it up with them brothers, man. And, you know what I mean? Just pick their brain on some of the things that they do with their projects, man. Because it's like you see the animational pictures they put up, you know, and everything's in tune.
They got a really good production team behind them.
Yeah, everything's in tune.
I don't know if they do it themselves, but whoever's doing this really good job. Man.
Yeah, everything's in tune. Everything has a theory. Everything is right on point with what they got going on, man. Big shout out to Ground Wave, man.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, we back, man. It is the Mellow Room, man. And like we said, man, there's been so much going on, very little. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, I mean, because to say that, you know it ain't really shit going on. That's why I was like, we have so much going on, very little.
Yeah.
You know, and it's been crazy because in the entertainment world, it's like such at a, you know, you're seeing, I would expect for them, even though we're in such a big time of crisis and things like that.
Right.
I would think and assume that for the celebrities, it's almost a breath of fresh air for them.
Maybe because you don't have to always be on performance.
And
that's
the
probably
camera
why you see a lot of them looking scruffy.
Yeah, the camera isn't always in their face, so it's really giving them time to let loose, and you may see some of them that you ain't ever know even grew a beard.
Said, man, I'm letting these grays.
Yeah, you be like, man, I didn't even know this nigga had a beard, man. And meanwhile, it's like, nah, they just keep
a beard.
Yeah, they just keep his face waxed instead of shaved. You know what I'm saying? So now he's able to let his head down and really kick back. You know what I mean?
It's crazy though because I feel like as soon as we're like anywhere near like 75% open, like you know where arenas or bars or nightclubs and stuff get to start being open is when we're gonna see like this big burst of artists just like coming out of the woodwork and to state that my point is correct, on the radio I heard that Central Florida Fairground, I think it's in June or July, don't quote me, I don't remember dates, is having a drive-in concert, which involves like the Yin Yang Twins. Remember last year they had that big concert, the Yin Yang.
Yeah, that was the Biscuits and Gravy.
Right, so the same people,
circuit.
I guess the same people who produced that or helped or have involvement in that are doing another venue coming up. But you could bring your car in, and you're gonna sit in your car and watch this concert and all this shit go down.
That's crazy.
Which I think is like a gift and a curse, right? Because you're in your car, right?
Yeah,
For us, it's gonna be a gift. Because you can bring what weed do you want.
There's gonna be somebody standing on the hood of your shit dubbing.
Yeah, right.
You
Plus, but I'm saying what I'm saying is,
damn,
you know,
like,
like,
mic again.
you know, when you go to a concert or a venue, you know, you basically go bare. You know, you buy
Yeah.
your drinks in there. You buy your.
Well, depending on
drugs
who
in
you are,
there.
because I don't do that.
Right, I know, but
It's always on deck with
I'm
me.
saying in technical terms,
Yeah.
you buy your drinks inside the venue, you buy your drugs inside the venue, your food, all that. You're allowed to bring your car. You're not understanding the complications and implications of this. Niggas is becoming in SUVs, pickup trucks. Niggas set up tents. You have a cooler full of any alcohol. You can bring as much weed you want. You can bring a grill, all types of shit that you could do by allowing people to bring their car into this venue.
This is all of this. They said all that in the advertisement.
They say that in the advertisement.
Because the way you saying it sounds like they said all that in the advertisement. You can bring as much as you want.
but when I heard it's a drive-in, sit in your car concert, that was the first thing that I thought of. Like, so you could bring a grill, you can bring a cooler, you can bring.
Well, it all depends because just because you have your gun, I mean, just because you have your car is one thing, but what they're gonna allow and guidelines of it is gonna be another thing.
That means at the door,
everybody
gotta get out the car. They're gonna search the car.
No, because I'm sure there's still gonna be people walking around up to your car asking if you want something to drink. Would you like a beer?
Oh, I'm pretty sure as far as service, they're still gonna have concessional shit.
Yeah, so
but I mean, when for us, for me and you, the consumer, you tell me I can bring my car. You wouldn't bring a bottle of Hennessy with you to the front door of a venue like, I'm trying to get in there to see.
No, but you'll have it in your car. You're absolutely
right. But you'll
right.
have it in the trunk of your car.
But that's drinking in your car. That's
Food,
not grilling.
You can bring.
You ain't gonna be able to grill.
Burrito, bags of Doritos.
Yeah, you can bring chips and shit like that.
Yes, you could grill if you bring a pickup truck. You put the grill on the back of the pickup truck.
Yeah, and they gonna come to you and tell you can't do that. We sell food, sir. You know what I'm saying? Sneaking bags of chips and shit like that, that's one thing. Yeah. But a grill where you out there flipping burgers and, you want cheese on that? Like, nah. They not letting all that rock because you taking away from the profit of the venue.
But it's in Florida with that Central Florida Fairground thing.
That don't make a difference. They still have concessional venue when you're there at those events.
I just want to see how it works.
And even with the concessional venue, they have people that they have venue style where they buy and they put together tables, almost like Gaiocho and all them other festivals. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure they have like some food trucks or something.
Yeah, where you got food trucks and stuff like that where they paid for the venue of it.
Yeah, right. I understand that.
Vendors fee or whatever.
When I heard cars, I was just like, man, niggas can bring guns.
He said niggas gonna be in there doing everything. Yeah, man.
They're gonna bring it. Somebody's gonna sneak in a gun.
Well, it's gonna happen.
Somebody's gonna have a pound of weed in there trying to sell it to everybody.
That's gonna come with it, and if he got that gas, he probably get the whole pound off before the end of the festival. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, I believe it.
It's just it is what it is, man, and it's just how we're gonna have to change how we move and how we do things. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it really is.
I just thought it was cool. I was like, oh shit, man, drive-in fucking concert. I was like, damn, son, this is gonna be so.
I mean, it's gonna be dope, but you got to think about it. How much money are they gonna lose because
I don't think it's a concern.
lack of?
I don't think it's a concern. Right?
I think that's gonna be a concern.
I don't know.
I think it's gonna be a concern when it's time to pay these artists and pay people.
I don't think they're trying to take a loss, but the loss that they might incur, I don't think is what their concern is. I think it's just purely like we're getting out. Like, let's open some shit up.
They're doing it on the strength just to get out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
So I think the loss they might take on it is not what their concern is. I think the concern is going to come to controlling what's going on. You got to remember, man, the same people that are locked in the house are the same people that do crazy shit all the time.
Oh,
and then now they're allowed out of the house, too.
Of course. But my whole thing is, think about the amount of tickets that were normally to be sold for this event, as far as with people being able to be on foot.
Oh, there's going to be way more tickets now. Even if it's a car event.
There's going to be way less tickets.
It's going to be an event.
Yeah, but the whole thing is, my G, is you can fit more people side by side on foot than you can car by car. So when you think about it, you might as well say, okay, thinking about the space, thinking about the people, they could lose 60% of what they make off ticket sales.
I don't know what the ticket costs are or how it's working out, but let's put it in perspective. If I got a van, I could bring 10 people in the van and pay one car price. Or do
that's probably not. I doubt that's gonna play out that way.
Right. So
you're still not getting around it.
Right.
You're not getting around the admission price.
No.
My thing is, all right, you got a van, you could bring 10 people. That's cool. That's you. What about the motherfuckers that got a Civic?
Right. They bring 4 people.
You feel me?
And that's what my point is. Are they gonna
do you have to buy a ticket?
One
in the back if you're fat.
Right, do you have to buy the ticket individually and just show up in the car and show your ticket? Or are they going to do it? Because like you said, you can fit way more people individually than you can the car. So at some point, you're going to have to charge the car for being there, too.
All that's going to come into play. I mean, everything right now is going to be trial and error. So you have to try.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in the sense of it, there's no way it's going to be anything equivalent to what it was, because a car and space and what your car takes up, you could literally stand 20 people.
Yeah, for real.
In that space of where that car is going to be parked. You know what I'm saying?
And then
So
when you mentioned that, I was like, damn, son, the whole pickup truck thing and the van thing, I'm like, shit, you come in the van, you fit mad people in the van.
yeah, you
You know what I'm
could.
saying? So, like, how does that work? They're going to pay one fee, and then somebody's going to be an asshole and bring 20 people in the van with blacked out windows.
He said 20
You know what I'm
people in the
saying?
back.
It's going to be 2 people in the seat in the front, like, hey, here's my tickets. Yeah. And then there's going to be 30 people in the back of the
You
van.
have to bring a limousine to the event instead of a regular car.
Yeah,
Rent a limo.
for real. That's crazy. I didn't think of that, too. Man.
Yeah,
How
you
many
gotta-
people, they're going to sneak in and shit.
Yeah, you got to think, man. It's doing that type of way and that style of a concert. Yeah, it's dope, but it's trial and error.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when people used to do drive-through movie theaters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's cool because you have your car and things like
And
that.
look, even
of
in
that
the movie, they
nature.
used to put niggas in the trunk.
Yeah.
Like, yo, dude, I don't got money. Get in the trunk.
Get in the
We're-
trunk, man. They let them out when they get to where they parked up at.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's going to be trial and error with a lot of different things as far as
There's gonna
with
be niggas in trunks.
concerts. And, yeah, as far as with concerts and, you know,
There's gonna be niggas in
things
trunks.
like
That's
that.
dope.
yeah, I mean, I ain't going to lie. We used to put niggas in the trunk when we would leave school.
Uh-huh.
Cut school. Motherfuckers getting in the trunks. You remember that, Ed?
I never was the nigga in the trunk.
He said I was already niggas in the
I
trunk.
never cut school. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Hey, man.
Hey, man, statute of limitations up.
It's up, man. It's okay. We can't get no punishment for that stuff no more.
He said, nah, man, I never skipped school. I did all my homework. And
You know?
Hey,
teachers love me.
my mom and pops got a Facebook.
I feel you,
So
man.
you just airing me out right now.
Hey, well, he wasn't with me, just to be honest.
I didn't even live here.
He wasn't with me.
I lived up north, so there's nowhere I had no influence.
I was doing a whole bunch of other stuff, man. We ain't gonna get into that. But back at the ranch, man. But yeah, man, like I was saying, man, it's cool, man. I don't know if you checked it out, man. I seen the season finale of For Life.
Full life.
For Life.
Yeah, I
You already
think
know.
that show is pretty well made.
Yeah, 50 did his thing with that. You know, and I mean, he did his thing with Power, too. Power was excellently made, which we're about to get to see the spinoff, which is Power Book 2.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's coming back, I think, in July, I do believe.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's,
Even with all this stuff, it's still.
yeah, everything's still going. You know, I do believe everything's still going and they still doing anything. Because I want to say the first season was probably already pre-recorded.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really just falling into its normality of syndication.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm definitely can't wait to see it just because the characters that are coming in, Mary J. Blige, Method Man, you know, with the characters that are being implemented and seeing what roles they take on,
Right.
it's definitely going to be dope to see. You know what I'm saying? And if you remember, Power Ghost died, supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly.
You know what I'm saying? Tommy bounced to Cali. Tyreek is manning up and about to take over.
And where would their characters
Tasha's
wind up?
in jail.
You know, like it's gonna be cool to see where their characters kind of fall into episodes.
Yeah,
You know, there's gonna
definitely.
be an episode where they're like, "Yo, you're gonna have to go see homie upstate,"
Mhm.
and it's gonna be
Definitely.
him and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. You know
Or
what
there's
I
gonna
mean?
be some weird nigga that's always playing the background, wind up being Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, so you know, I mean, it's dope because it's gonna be another spinoff to another show that he's putting out, man, and it's just showing, you know, it's showing the versatility and what he got
you know,
going
I've
on.
always thought about that. Like, how come they never did that?
What?
Well, this might be the inclination of it. Like, you have a show has so many seasons.
Mhm.
I'm gonna give a bad example. Grey's Anatomy.
Well, he said I'm gonna give a bad example.
Yeah, because not a lot of people.
You always catch people like, I'm gonna give a good example.
Yeah.
He said, I'm gonna give a bad example. Y'all ready?
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Because it's a bad example because, I mean, other than if you're a young lady or something, you probably don't know too much about Grey's Anatomy.
Mm.
But at some point, there was another show, I think it was called The Practice, or I don't remember what it was called. But they had a character
That was intertwined
that
in both.
intertwined with Grey's Anatomy and then wind up being on the Grey's Anatomy when they got rid of that show.
Yeah.
So, like, when they would do shit and she would go somewhere else, they would have, like, a side scene where she wind up going, not back to the show, but back to those characters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of kept like this.
Just intertwined two shows.
Grey's Anatomy,
and I
not
think
like the other show, and then somebody else like the other show, but those shows wind up happening to be intertwined with each other.
Yeah, and I mean, what show was it that I seen that they did that? Because there was another show that did
But
that.
my point was they don't continue with it. Like maybe there was another third hospital show that should have come.
Oh, there you go. Empire and Stars. They did it.
Yeah.
You know that there was a show. You got the show that was on Fox, Empire, and they also had a show called Star.
Right.
And
I don't know what channel that
Star was about like 3 females. They were a group. They sung. One of the females was more entailed to following her life, but as the show developed, you know, it kind of spanned out to much more of a storyline.
One of them was a white girl.
Yeah. It was a show with Queen Latifah.
Why did we brought that up?
Yeah.
One of them was a white girl.
Star was the girl.
She was the charismatic one. Like,
She had the character of the bunch. You know what I'm saying? But it was Queen Latifah. She was on the show. You know what I'm saying? Decent show. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is that they started to intertwine Stars and Empire.
Right.
But after the little side skirt of Jesse Smollett.
It's Juicy
Smollett.
Juicy Smollett. Whatever his name is.
The T is silent.
Juicy Smoolies. I don't know. But anyway, after his bullshit he pulled, it really was fucked up because it really hurt the morality of the show. And the show went from being...
The other show probably backed out, man.
Not even. Basically, they kind of brought both shows to an end.
Yeah.
You know, Stars went out with a crazy wedding where everybody got shot up at the wedding, and it was like, how the fuck that happened? You know what I'm saying? And then Empire, they just had their finale too, where technically it wasn't even supposed to be their finale. They were supposed to have another episode that they shot or whatever. But, you know, both shows came to a screeching halt with it, you know what I'm saying? But they were trying to integrate the shows and showing that would be a dope idea to integrate shows.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was cool how they were doing it because in the show Stars, Queen Latifah was the manager of those girls.
Okay.
Empire on their show is a record label.
And she would
So Empire was trying to get new talent to come under.
So she wound up being in Empire because she's at the regular
She
label
she wound up taking a meeting with Lucius and Cookie about her group, which was Star.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then basically it showed how you can integrate shows. But it was the integration of the show both shows were created by the same people.
Oh, okay.
And it had the same writers.
Right.
So it was easy to integrate the shows.
Yeah, of course.
The challenge would be how could you integrate a For Life with
Grey's Anatomy.
He said crazy.
There you go. Hey, good one, Ed. That's hey, fuck it. Throw that in there.
It couldn't be because Grey's Anatomy takes place in Seattle. For Life is in New York.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is how could you integrate two shows that have no relation?
No relation. Okay.
Whether it be background relation or upfront relation.
It gotta be a character relation.
And then if you think about it, you could integrate Grey's Anatomy with For Life.
Yeah, because
it would be a inmate that was transferred from Seattle, Washington that Aaron's going to represent.
Right.
Or for whatever the case may be a scenario. But it could be done.
Yeah, it could be
But
done.
my thing is, when it comes to doing it that way, now you have to make contract agreements and things like that because you're dealing with a different
network.
You're dealing with a different writer, all that. So all that comes into play. But would be dope to see.
What would be dope?
No, I'm saying all that is going to come into play, but would be dope to see.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying that as a fact.
Yeah.
That
I
would
think
be
so
dope
too.
to
I think
see.
that's like the next, that's the graduation point of what TV is at. You got reality TV, which totally desensitizes people from reality. Right? But then now they started integrating reality. Check this out, bro. It's on Netflix too. If you want to, and I did it. It sucks because it really only has one storyline, but it's fucking cool. What they did, bro, is they made a movie and they did different scenes of different settings of the scenes. So what you do is as they're going through the movie, the shit pops up. Should Jimmy go to the mall? Should Jimmy go to the store? You pick.
You're creating
now
the
they'll go
narrative
through
of
the
the
scene
movie.
of him going through the mall. So now, as you go through the whole movie, you're picking different selections. It gets to an end point. Now you're like, oh shit. So what would happen if I had picked all this other shit?
Yeah.
Now I know this is probably like a beta test movie to see how it worked, but I went back, nigga, and tried to do it, and they kept pushing me back to the proper selection. So like there was this one scene towards the end of the movie where the girl could either stomp the dude out, shoot him, choke him, or let him be. I picked all 3 deaths before I even picked the 4th one. And when you pick them, she would kill the nigga. But then after that, they'd be like, yo, this lady is not that, like they would come with like a little dialogue and be
to
like,
let you know, like what you chose doesn't fit
the character.
It's almost teaching you how to make your movie.
Right.
You know
so
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
like, yo, that's pretty dope. If they engineer this to the point where you can kind of guide the movie in to the plot that you want it to be. Like, they don't have to guide you. It's a beta testing, but the scenes and shit they got. It's basically like shooting 4 movies in one movie. So like, but I just think that's the future. Like, this is what we're coming to with television.
Ain't no telling, bro.
Integrations of your favorite sitcoms. You know what I'm saying? More being able to click like you're watching The Big Bang Theory. You could make this nigga do what you want him to do. You know what I'm saying?
They should do that with older movies.
Huh?
They should do that with older movies. Like, you could change the outcome of, like...
Yeah, but they would have to reshoot all these scenes.
That's what I mean. Like, that would be dope. If they
Well,
could,
no, technically no, because they
have
have alternate scenes that they shoot for
endings,
movies.
but you gotta remember that's a scene that they shot.
They shot
and they were just like, nah, we don't like that ending. Let's try something different. So it was there. It was in the cutting room floor. When they do those things with DVDs, they just add those extra special things in it because people like to start searching through the DVD menus, and then they give you alternate endings.
Yeah, gave you shit
and
little extra
deleted
to do.
scenes and shit. With the thing I'm talking about is even if they have edited and deleted scenes, they still have a set scene already made. So if there's 3 options they give you, they have to play out all 3 options.
They recorded
all
three.
the way to the end of the movie.
And film it.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be more options chosen.
And it's gonna change the
There's
narrative.
gonna be so many scenes that are shot that it's crazy.
That would, like, quadruple or more the cost of shooting the movie.
Yeah.
If a movie costs $1 million, now you gotta shoot 5 more scenes.
That's what I'm saying. You're shooting 5 movies. If one movie costs $1 million, you gotta shoot 5 of those movies. You gotta shoot 5 of those movies with different endings, different reactions to whatever it is that they want to give you the options to do. See, like the movie I watched, like I went and chose every option. I kept going back and back. And eventually, if you choose the one that they don't really want you to guide through, somewhere down the movie, they made you go back.
Yeah, because you're running out of a storyline. What you're choosing could end this story in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
As opposed to keeping it an hour and a half.
Right. You got the concept exactly what I was saying.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was going it was crazy because in the beginning of the movie, but she could either make out with her fiance, plan the wedding, or read a book, right? So, in the beginning we picked something different.
So we picked make out with her fiance. And it started turning into a porno.
No, we didn't pick that one. We picked she said she picked read the book. The girl read the book, blah blah blah. At the end of the movie, the way very end of the movie, like before the last scene, there was a reference to her reading the book that made her be able to solve whatever the plot was.
Yeah, that you wouldn't have got to had you picked Kiss Her Fiance.
So I picked the next one. I picked Kiss the Fiance. They ended the movie.
And it went to a porno.
No, they ended the movie because it was his fiance, so they got married. You know what I'm saying? They just went straight to the end of being married. So they're like, this don't work. So then I did the plan the wedding thing. They planned the wedding. The movie continued on. I did the thing. When they got to that point of the movie where she had to make the reference to the book,
she needed the info.
The guy was kidnapping women and he killed her. He got away. Because she was like, damn, I wish I would have read that book. So they went back after that and they explained. They were like, look,
that one moment and that one
in the
decision
beginning of the movie made a different decision of how this movie ends and shit.
But I think that's with anything. And I think that's with life.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? That one moment and that one choice of decision will alter the outcome. It may alter what happens 3 years from now.
It will. It will.
It will. You feel what I'm saying? That's a whole fact.
Because I was watching some shit and it was like you step on a bug and then it changed the world. And I'm like, damn, I killed a roach or something the other day and it clicked in my head like, oh shit, that's what they mean. Like, whatever bug you just killed right there, that shit, whatever it do, future in his life could have been different around your house.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like...
That bug could have went to college. You know?
So, man, you just killed the doctor bug for all the bugs out there.
I got a daddy long leg infesting in my house, right?
Yeah.
That I can't figure out to get rid of because you can't get rid of daddy long legs. They don't have, like, a spray or some shit like that. Yeah. They have some ideas. Mm. But because of where I live, my house, the grass is all sand. I got mad ants. Mm. All them sand ants is in my fucking house.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yo, nigga,
welcome to Central Florida.
You go into dark corners in my house, yo, these daddy long legs got piles of dead ants like dirt, nigga.
Man, like we was killing them, nigga.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm coming back to snack on that later.
Yeah, so, you know, it plays hand in hand. It sucks. You look up in the corners of my fucking, you got to clean some of the spider webs. Mm. But then at the bottom of those corners, all you see is piles of dead ants. So all them ants would be all over the fucking place if the daddy long legs weren't there.
Mm. They gather them and put them in the corner like, yeah, let me clean up for this nigga.
Yeah. They're like this.
No, I mean, that's why I say, like, the whole thing with it, man.
It's crazy how that shit works.
And that's crazy because, like you said, everybody got some sort of a bug problem out here. You got something, nigga. Lizards, spiders.
That's a good too. Because, yo, I'm telling you, my shit's like a fucking what do they call them shits? Habitat or whatever. That shit is the ecosystem right in my house, dog. I'm just lucky I don't see snakes because that's the next thing that gotta pop up.
Fuck that.
But I don't have enough bushes and high grass for snakes.
Yeah,
but nigga, the lizards are eating all the ants and spiders. So this fucking...
Well, lizards don't do nothing. No, they ain't harming nothing.
No, they ain't hiding. I'm just talking about the ecosystem, how my house works.
I'm talking about the ecosystem, how my house works.
I got all these ants that rush into the house, but then the daddy long legs come and kill them all. But then because I have all these dead ants and all these daddy long legs in the house, I got a fucking colony of lizards in my backyard that when you walk out there, all you see is like... I'm like, God damn, man. And they fat.
Frogs, man.
They fat, nigga. They lizards is fat.
That's because they eating good with all them damn ants, nigga.
I think lizards are...
Nigga, they like the frogs, nigga. I tried to get into my damn shed the other day, my nigga, and yo, the fucking frogs I seen in the door jam, I closed the door right back. I said, y'all got it. Y'all won. I don't even want to go in there no more.
So you would have hated the delivery we made one day. So.
Left it alone. Fuck it. Y'all got it. Y'all can have it. The shed and everything in it.
He said, babe, we got to get an AC because the frogs out there hot.
Fuck that.
We got to get them.
I left them alone, bro. I backed up off that doorway. I said, y'all got it. I don't know. Long as y'all niggas jump on me, y'all good. When y'all jump on me, I set this whole shed on fire.
Man, make sure you lock that shit, man.
I'm telling you, word. I ain't even lock it. I let my brother lock it. I hate frogs with a passion.
I don't have it's not as bad as you.
I hate
But if I'm with you and we see frogs, we both running. I'm not going to be here. I got to run back and try to get rid of the frog for Uzi. I've been
cool shit too, man. Now that we talking about a frog and shit, I actually been checking out the other show too, Nick Cannon shit, that Masked Singer shit. And they actually down to they fucking last 3 contestants. And the frog is
I've
one of
not
the
kept up
contestants.
with the fucking Masked Singer, bro.
It's actually a dope ass show.
I watched the beginning of the second season, then I got lost. I forgot about it. Like Lil Wayne was the first person off.
On this third season.
Is Gronk in there?
Gronk was on it, yes.
He was the tiger, right?
Yes, he was.
Of course. I knew it. That was like too much.
Gronk was the tiger.
People couldn't get it.
They're down their last 3 people that they have there is the frog, the night angel, and the turtle.
Okay.
The rhino just got revealed. The rhino ended up being a pitcher from Major League Baseball.
A baseball pitcher?
Yeah, I forgot his name. It was a JJ something.
Was he skinny?
Yeah, he was skinny, but he was a pitcher. He was a Major League pitcher.
He's older, man?
No, he ain't too old. You know, he's a Cy Young Award winner and all that. He played for, I think, the Giants.
Oh, the Giants? Yeah.
I think it was the Giants he played for. But nah, it was dope, you know what I'm saying? And now that they're down to the last 3, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be interesting, you know, because next week will be the finale of it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody got their assumptions on who's who, you know what I'm saying? I got my assumptions on who they are. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes it actually cool, because you find yourself during the show texting friends, texting your people.
Yeah.
Like, yo, who you think that is, nigga?
I don't got friends like that.
You know what I'm saying? Well, make some. Make some. You know, or start watching TV. Maybe people will include you in the...
Maybe that's why I don't have friends.
Maybe, because you don't be in the loop. You don't be in the loop.
They be like, yo, you seen it? I be like, nah.
Conversation stops right there. He said, yeah, so how about the Yankees?
Fuck Mike, yo, this nigga never watched nothing, dog.
But yeah, nah, I mean, that show is
I'm like,
actually
yo, you
dope.
seen the new Alien documentary they came out with, yo?
And they got the last 3, so somebody's going to be a winner. There's going to be some losers, you know what I mean? Actually, man, if y'all are watching out there, like, share, tell a friend, pass it along like a joint. Make sure you send it back to me.
Sharon.
But what I was going to tell y'all is if you are out there and y'all got any ideas of who may be who, let us know. You know what I'm saying? Chime in. I ain't against people telling me who they think may be who.
Yeah.
But nah, it's actually, that's why I say it's a dope show, you know what I'm saying? And one person that's one person that I can say, he's probably been getting chicken through this whole shit. Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon is a very
Because
smart
you gotta
dude,
think,
son.
Wildin' Out on Tuesdays, that shit plays all day.
Yeah.
All day.
What
so that shit is playing like...
MTV2, that shit play like
I think Nick
all
Cannon
night, nigga.
owns VH1.
Yo, MTV2.
Or the network or something like that.
MTV2, nigga, you can watch Wildin' Out like all day, every day almost, goddamn. And that and Ridiculousness.
Yeah. And that's on regular MTV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because on VH1, like, they got a day where it plays all day, and then it plays throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? But you got to look at it. That show, then you got shows like Masked Singer, which is the #1 show on, you know what I'm saying, in its time slot.
Yeah,
for primetime television. You know what I'm saying? Which, like, for life was #1 in its time slot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For primetime television. So you look at it and it's like, yo, these dudes are killing it, even with what's been going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course, man. And when you get into that type of shit, man, that's the shit that I told you that rich people tell me. Like, you know how people always be like, yo, rich people never give you good advice.
Mm.
It's not that they don't give you good advice, it's that you don't understand what the fuck they talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, at the end of the day, one rich guy said, man, you need a job that creates you money while you're asleep so that you can spend your money when you're awake.
Yeah.
And those are the types of
jobs that create money while you sleep.
When that nigga sleeping, you up fucking watching his fucking show.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So he getting a check. But when he wake up, he's not like, damn, time to go to work.
He
that
created
like,
content.
Oh. Yeah, that nigga's like, got up. Let's see how much money I made last night. Cool. Let's go get some coffee and shit. You know?
Yeah, that's a whole
fact. Some eggs and shit.
That's a whole fact.
And that's pretty much like, not the key, but you know, that's kind of where you want to get yourself to, even with your own daily life. It doesn't mean you have to be a movie producer or a music producer or whatever, an artist. Mm-hmm. You need to create something that you know that can create money while you're asleep. That's like investing.
Yeah, create revenue while you're...
Right, yeah, that's investing into companies or just getting a group of people together and you guys put money together, putting investment into shit so that, like I said, when you wake up in the morning, it's not, damn, son, I didn't pay the electric bill last night and I don't get paid till Thursday. Mm-hmm. You know, you need something that's keeping you happy, son, so that when you wake up, you can be like, shit, man, I'm about to quit this job. You know,
yeah, definitely.
Fuck this nigga and shit.
That's something you definitely want to do. Shit, on that note, man, let's jump into a record.
Hell yeah.
What we got going on? Who we got lined up? I seen that over there looking a little bored. That's why I was like, let's jump into a record.
Let's play some Lil OD, man.
Being the fly on the wall, you know.
That's what's up, man.
Actually, let's not play Lil OD. Let's play who we haven't played in a while, the Vibe Cartel, nigga.
Yeah, let's play Vibe Cartel.
Homie. We'll play him, play one of his songs. I'm not even going to remember the name, so it doesn't matter which one we play.
What's the names?
We got the Diamonds and the Sit Down.
Let's go with the Sit Down.
Sit Down.
I remember Diamonds.
Yeah. So Vibe Cartel.
Shout out to Vibe Cartel. Shout out to Lil OD. You know, shout out to their whole movement, man. Vigilante Cartel.
Yeah, so when we come back from this song, man, we're going to wrap it up. So let's go play Vibe Cartel, get into some other shit, and then we out of here, bro.
You already know. We got it.
Here we go.
Yes, sir.
We're gathered here today because a certain family within the organization has risen to the top. And it's time we take that position.
Contracts in the email that a nigga ain't even signed yet. New rims on the coupe, windows tinted out, I ain't even drive yet. Ops out here trying to big flex when it comes to the internet. All of this back and forth from media, nigga, I'm really not into that. Say you winning where you winning at.
Tell me where's your beginning at? Tell me where you made a killing at. If you the hero, where the villain at? Exactly. If we talking caps and niggas is wearing sombreros, catch me doing my thing in these islands. I'm feeling like Pharaoh. Y'all be frontin' for the gram when you don't really have a peso. I'm really not the one to target. Let me lighten up your caseload. Tell me you don't feel the energy. I'm the one that they pretend to be. Bars feeling like a centipede. Not for line, you hit a currency. I pray for my enemy. I want revenge, so nobody touching but me. Give our bodies for the free. Courtroom with the key. Ain't a slave, I'm free. If I'm hungry, I eat. If I'm threatened, I reach. Came up in these streets. In the kitchen with the heat, taking all beef, popping like grease. Run up on you with the music blasting that Mozzie or the Davies. Either way, I'ma bang it out to the baseline of that beat. Feeling like I'm 2-3. Tongue out, I release. You ain't never been masked up. You ain't never had to wear gloves. I was young when they pulled it on me. Hit the nigga with a shoulder shrug. You can tell I'm still here. He ain't really have it in him. Went to school right after. That's when they stopped playing with him. Born with a passion. You see through these niggas in orderly fashion. I'm not with the rapping. I'm speaking facts and things that have happened. I love the reaction. Subtle jazz, be all in their caption. I don't pay attention, cause that's what they want and none of that's happening. Stand back, let me work. You don't get this work, can't get a church. I be having money all month, nigga, you be ballin' on the first. Some are fake, I'm a real one. Since I'm young and I ain't feared none. I invite all smoke, nigga. Sitting back as I burn one. The chain of command will not change, but only the head of the command. All rules and procedures will remain as they stand. A toast, peace, wealth, and health. We do not show and tell, only silence to the cell. This is the Vigilante Cartel.
All right. We back in the building. It's the boy Ools.
And it's Lucas.
You already.
Or Lukey Baby.
Shout out to Vibes
Lucas
Cartel. That was Vibes Cartel with the sit down. You know what I'm saying? And that record just put me in a good mood with good spirit. You know what I mean? So let's just play another record, man. Let's shoot another one out there to the people.
That joint.
Who? Huh?
I said I was feeling that joint.
Yeah. He got that swag to
like
him.
that. You want to play his other one?
It's a short one.
We can play his other joint.
Let's go with the other one on that.
Yeah, play Diamonds. Why not?
Yeah, shout out to Vibe Cartel, Diamonds.
Vibe
Listen to
Cartel,
this
man.
MELLO-ROOM, man.
Right. Here we
Thanks
go.
for tuning in,
Yeah,
guys.
here we
Thanks
go.
to everybody, man. We love you guys.
Word up.
I'm tired of niggas talking when they know nothing about me. They know I'm headed to the money, they tryna reroute me. We haven't felt the same pain, I promise you that. You just be playing with my name when I'm dying for that. I lost my heart in the field and came back with a skill. I learned that you don't let them live, you kill or be killed. Praying predator, your actions will expose it. If you thought you had to answer that, then you should probably fold it. Put that on God, ain't no nigga on this side about to break me or even shake me, got too much pride. I'd rather fall to my knees with that blade in my hand. I'd rather bang it off till it get hot in the jam. I ain't taking no more L's, that's just how I'm rocking. You can eat off anybody's plate, but mine is not an option. You hoping for that clout come up, that's the wrong look. When I'm the type to bury niggas for the wrong look. All that pressure made a diamond. I'm no longer in confinement. With all these words I'm still finding. They know that light is still blinding. All that pressure made a diamond. I'm no longer in confinement. With all these words I'm still finding. They know that light is still blinding. Y'all be reaching, not knowing that I'm ready for smoke. Y'all be in halfway when I'm going for broke. I wasn't taught to back up and then lean on the ropes. I was taught to violate you right in front of your folks. Do you know who you dealing with? I am he, the vigilante, not the one you want get silly with. You clocking niggas that don't need to be clocked. You out here faking, talking, messing when you finna get mopped. No exceptions to the rule, you out of pocket bag. If you ain't got a bag for me, then what time do we have? When you ever seen a giant argue with the minions? Don't know why they think I give a fuck about their opinions. Stand down, we don't need no man down. Someone's gonna miss you and the people that you round. You don't want these niggas on my squad to hunt you down. You don't want them candles on your block cause you got found. All that pressure made a diamond. I'm no longer in confinement. With all these words I'm still finding. They know that light is still blinding. All that pressure made a diamond. I'm no longer in confinement. With all these words I'm still finding. They know that light is still blinding.
Back at it how we supposed to be.
Yes, sir.
It's the boy Ooze, and I got my co-host Lucas.
Yes, sir, man. You know how it goes down. MELLO-ROOM, excuse me. I feel like I got hair in my mouth. You know how it goes fucking down. Every Sunday, we used to be Tuesdays. We switched that up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we want to be part of the Sunday Fun Day shit, man. We want you guys to enjoy some good conversation as we go along more and have more guests, maybe even more excitement. Once Crave Dessert starts bringing in those MELLO-ROOM treats
tasty
for us,
treats.
you know, we'll probably even get more turned up. As the year goes on, you know, we've literally been doing this for like a year now. You know what I'm saying? And we've gotten great feedback from people, man. We really appreciate that shit. We want to be bigger.
We
but
definitely appreciate the love, y'all.
But like I always say, we're here for the artists. We are artists. So, you know, we're not interviewers. We're not podcasters. You know, we just artists. Just trying to find
really just doing our thing, man, and having a good time, creating unity amongst the culture.
Yeah, we're artists that like to have
You know
conversation about the culture amongst each other. So amongst each other. So we just kind of transitioned this into bring it to the world too, man. Maybe you guys want to interact with us, give us feedback. That's why we always bring that up.
Definitely. And then there also been a lot of people asking us about the game that we were talking about from last season as well.
Yeah.
We don't want y'all to think we forgot about that. We are bringing that game back, and that is something that we are going to do here at Studio 1025. We're going to have a board set up with all the names. That way people can see it throughout the episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have it all hooked up.
There's going to be a lot more organization with it, and we're good. We definitely got a good game plan coming up for you guys. It's going to be something cool.
I'm telling you the name of the game. So the game is your top 5 fantasy rap fantasy league. So what it is technically, like a small premise of it is, in a draft style situation, out of 10 teams, you'll be picking your top 5 rappers. Which in a draft style means is that if someone picks your rapper, you can't pick them up. So the draft style means 10 teams, one at a time. Each team will pick up to 5 rappers. When you get that team, you will have like certain criteria for your teammates to meet, and then me and Ooze every episode will judge it, and it'll be turned into a bracket that we'll have until there's a winner, which will be prize and money and merch.
Yeah,
obviously.
you know, we'll dissect it and bust it down, and then also we also want to be able to get the viewers more in tune,
with us,
and we want to get them more involved as well. So it'll be according to the viewers on which song comes out on top. We'll make the overall preference of it, but being able to have viewers vote on it, you know what I'm saying, and people speak on what track would be better, what track should win. That's going to help with the whole process of it. You know what I mean? So we are putting together the guidelines of it and the different things for it, the prizes, and we are going to revamp it. That way when it does come to you guys, it's something that everybody wants to be a part of.
So make sure you go put your alerts on your Facebook page or your YouTube so that when we post the next video of how this works, man, you'll be involved. You got to put the alerts on for MELLO-ROOM so that when MELLO-ROOM posts stuff for the show and how to sign up and everything, that you'll be able to be informed right away. You won't be lost in the fucking news feed and shit. You know what I'm saying? So go do that. Go like us. Go follow us. Share it to other people. Put the alert on, because it's about to get fucking. It's about to be litty. Too titty in this motherfucker.
Super dope too, man. We got so much new shit going on, man. And it's like between the music, between the podcasting, between the new people that we got working with us here at Studio 1025. It's going to be so much going on, and it's really exciting, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't even wait to really get to see the producers unfold.
And what he's talking about is a coalition, man.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
you know, we've already sat down with Jedi Masters or in the middle of sitting down just to work over some logistics so that, you know, we can bring you the coalition, man. Because Uzi has a couple songs that have been on hold for a project. Coalition is a dual project, and then I got my Age to Perfection dual project that's gonna be coming up. So man, there's gonna be a lot of shit by the end of the year, man. The coronavirus did not slow me down.
Nah, it really just put things in perspective for us and centered a lot of things. You know what I mean? As far as with your business and your affairs, I think this time really did that for a lot of people because at the end of the day, with seeing how many, I don't know about everybody out there, but I lost quite a few people behind us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And seeing that and knowing how everything's going on, it just put it in perspective for me that I got to go out there and get it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be one of those that goes and when I go, I'm left with, damn, but I didn't get to do this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I got goals and I got things I'm trying to achieve and I'm trying to really put them all out there and bring them to life. You know what I mean? And hopefully everybody else is trying to do the same thing. You know what I mean? Because these were trying times that we are coming out of, and we ain't even out of it yet.
We're not even sure if it's over, but
we really hoping that we're coming out of it now. But in all actuality, we're just dealing with it. So continue to live life, man, and progress every day as best as you can.
Hell yeah. And also, just shout out to Ayers Printing.
Big shout out.
Shout out to Ayers Printing. As always, go check out his shit, man. Like I said, he got the masks, he got the hats. He's doing sublimation.
He got whatever you want.
He got weed trays. He's got weed jars. He's got crushers. I don't know. I might be misquoting now. I'm not sure if he has crushers, but I mean, he can make hats for you. He got shoes. He got lately since the corona, I've seen so much creative stuff. I don't know if you've seen the hat with the space brim.
Yeah.
That shit looks like. Go check out AyersPrinting.com.
Definitely check them out.
I think it's AyersPrintingLLC.com. Either one. It's AyersPrinting.com or LLC.com. One of them will take you there.
Mm-hmm.
And go check that man shit out, man. I love bigging him up because I just like to see that he just doesn't limit himself to just being like, I'm a t-shirt printer.
Yeah, no. He does whatever you want. You're going to see. Y'all definitely going to see because we're going to be developing more of the MELLO-ROOM clothing line, you know what I mean, as we go along. So you're going to see more. You're going to see shorts. You're going to see socks. You're going to see everything, you know what I mean? So when we have no limit on what we're going to do as well. So, you know, it's going to be fun for us to, even if we the ones rocking it and modeling it for you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be fun for us to just bring it to life.
Yeah, man. Me and Big Ooze are trying our best to keep you guys entertained and interested. We working on it. So, like he said, email us, man. Send us some shit, man. Be like, yo, man, you niggas talk too much.
As we get out, we're going to be able to show you guys, you know, help you get your fresh right, you know what I mean?
Like we talked earlier. I don't know if that was re-mentioned because that might be in the beginning of the video that we had to delete.
Yeah.
We will be having tank tops, shorts. I want to get into getting you guys some board shorts
all
so you can be
types
faster
of summer gear and all that.
Men and women some tank tops because it's getting hot in Florida, and it's probably gonna be hot up north this summer too. But you know, whoever listens or hey, speaking of, shout out to these people if they tuning in. But we have 4 people from Ireland. We got 1 person from Poland, 2 people from Germany who actually have checked into the studio and MELLO-ROOM website.
Big shout out to you guys.
So like,
man,
just to see that we got 1 or 2 people, way on the other side of the country. I mean, the other side of the ocean, even checking us out. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, man, that is really dope because it shows that we're extending way past what we expected. You know what I mean?
At this point,
the extension of the arm of the MELLO-ROOM for us to be reaching out into those places is far beyond what I expected for us. So we appreciate that love and thank you guys for checking us out, man.
Yeah, man. And just before we get out of here, is there anything you want to say?
Tonight, which I'm getting ready to get out of here and go do here in a minute. Tonight is the last of the Michael Jordan docuseries, The Last Dance. It is this docuseries in which Phil Jackson kind of wrote the premise of it, and it has to do basically about the 98 season of the Bulls and the trials and tribulations that they went through as a team.
Today's the last episode of it?
Today is episode 9 and 10 of it, yes. It's a 10-part series. I've watched all 10 parts, so every week for the past 5 weekends, they've been showing 2 episodes. You know what I mean? And it's been super dope. It's put a lot of things in perspective, I think, for the people that make the debates with, who's the greatest, who's the GOAT, and all this other stuff. I mean, with the conversation of that, like I always tell people, it's different players, different eras. In my book and in my opinion, yes, Jordan is the GOAT. The greatest to ever do it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not just gonna cut you off, but I ain't gonna front like I'm a Michael Jordan fan, but every time they try to do statistics, it's still Michael Jordan still just comes.
Well,
up.
I mean, he outweighs it, true, but it's always brought down to who's better, who would. I see people, LeBron would have crushed Jordan, and I mean, yo, you got to look at it, man. He's labeled the GOAT for a reason.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and of course there are other players that we assume them as the GOAT.
Yeah,
you know. I think when it all breaks down and we really get down to the nitty gritty of it, we really know who it is.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe gets mentioned in the conversation as well, and people mention Kobe through this. You know what I'm saying? But Mike really revolutionized the sport.
Yeah,
there would be no Kobe
without a Mike.
Right. That's okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say that, but in different terms. He changed the way that basketball players approach the game because, all right, LeBron is the shit. But their argument is like LeBron has other big talented people that he has to play with. Michael Jordan didn't. Michael Jordan created those people.
But I want to say this.
Michael Jordan though created the people that LeBron has to play against.
But I want to say this because I'm glad they're doing this, and I'm glad they really put that spotlight on the Bulls, and I'm glad Jordan even really said this. Scottie Pippen is probably one of the most underrated players we ever are going to speak about and continue to speak about for the rest of our lives.
Well, it's because they spoke about Michael Jordan.
But Scottie Pippen, not to take nothing away from anybody else,
he used to have 30-point games too.
He could have arguably been argued as the second best player in the league.
Didn't Scottie Pippen had 30-point games as well, right?
He definitely did. That's
why
Robert
Horry had 30-point games.
Well, Robert Horry was on a different team. But what I'm saying is with Scottie Pippen is he never got his flowers. You know what I'm saying? And
he was a
this
workhorse.
docuseries really is making people understand, like, wait, we never spoke on Scottie like that. Scottie should have been got his flowers.
Scottie got out the NBA and everybody forgot Scottie.
You know what I'm saying? Scottie outlasted Mike.
He had to play in that. Mike. He had to play.
You know, but he played underneath.
I don't want to say under the wing.
It's like saying, all right.
Or in the shadow.
It's like saying, we're understanding through this docuseries how great Pippen was and the contributions Pippen made, which people forgot.
That was one of those situations.
LeBron had Wade. You're never going to forget Wade.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? LeBron has also had other
But Wade also...
Wade was a big name even before.
Yeah, but I watched something about Wade, too, that in the beginning, he was overlooked.
Well, he was in a draft.
Yeah, no, after the draft, even in the NBA circuit, he was not...
He was overlooked until his championship run.
Right.
With Shaq. When they got the ring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's when the world understood.
No, Shaq, he was good at that point.
Well, no, he was, but he was still overlooked. Because you got to think, that was, 3 years, I think, after he was drafted?
I actually watched his
remember when
documentary.
he used to catch everybody off guard.
I actually watched his documentary where he says he noticed the point. It was the All-Star game. His rookie season All-Star game. He was like that. I got drafted there, but all they kept saying was Carmelo, LeBron, Carmelo, LeBron. He was like, I went to the All-Star game.
Darko Milicic got drafted before Mello and before Wade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that took away from Wade because Darko went too.
Yep.
You know
so
what
he was saying that.
Well, I think he went second or third.
He said it wasn't until after the All-Star game that now the media was like, look out for D Wade, and that's what gave him the spark in Miami, kind of.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, I want to say LeBron went 1 to Cleveland, Darko went 2 to Detroit, Melo went 3 to Denver, and Wade went 4th to Miami.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when you really look at it, he did get overlooked. And technically, when Jordan got drafted, he got overlooked.
Yeah.
Because Jordan was the third pick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
and
that's
Sam
the problem
Bowie got
too
drafted
with like
over
people.
Jordan.
I think that's the problem with fans. Is like once like a synonymous player gets a name for a while, and then the fans associate the team with that person.
Well, I mean,
instead of it being the team.
It's all about time.
Like you're a Bulls fan, so you should like every Bulls player. Jordan shouldn't be the
you got to look at it this way, man. It's timing and relevance.
Yeah,
how relevant are you in that time? You know what I'm saying? Because that's the key to everything. And everybody may have their shot, but everyone misses that window of opportunity.
Yeah.
That time.
Yeah, if you don't take it at the right time.
that time. You know what I'm saying? If you taking it, if you taking it when it's presented, then you have the opportunity to create the legacy you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if it isn't, you miss your time and that train rides past you, you're forever with the what if statement.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all timing.
But that's what drives a lot of well, I was watching this interview with Kobe actually yesterday, which I don't really get into that whole oh, I watched this and it inspired me shit.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna front, man. Something that Kobe told me was something that I'm fighting with. Not told me, but he said I'm fighting with me internally. It's not a big thing, but what he explained to the gentleman made sense to me, and it was about leadership, right? And he was like, because they were talking about how he led up to the point where he basically became the leader role in the Lakers, and he was like, man, I didn't become a real leader until later, and he was just like, when I realized that you can't lead everybody. And he was like, he's like, it's not in the sense of you be like, hey man, you do this and come on.
Yeah.
He was like, that he would tell you all right, we did practice for 4 or 5 hours, whatever NBA does, right? After practice, hey man, you want to come with me to the gym for another hour and shoot?
Right.
He's like, that's what made the difference how I led. He would try to do that things for you. Yo, come with me, do this over here, do this here, this.
And if you pick up on it,
and if you pick on it, you came. He said, but in the game, if we're playing and you don't, and you're being stupid, that's when you started seeing him being a ball hog. That's when he was like, that's when I started, because I would look at him and I wouldn't be mad, here, man, I'm giving you a chance. He would just be like, you're fucking stupid. And just do his own fucking thing.
Yeah, you didn't take the initiative.
And he said that's when I kind of realized, that's when more of the leadership role, because now people started following behind him because not on the court, he wasn't yelling at them come on, motherfucker. He was just like, whatever, I'll make it myself. We've been going to the gym, every day after practice, but now we're here in the game, you don't want to apply it, So that shit made sense to me because we've had the conversations already, mad times of yo, look, nigga, this and that. And then I realized, I could do that. I can keep trying to make them come in, but when it's game time, I can't fucking be mad that they don't want to perform in the game and shit.
Yeah, you ain't put the proper practice. You got to devote that time into what you're doing.
So, that was way off topic, but,
Nah, but and that's something like I was saying, man. Tonight is episode 9 and 10 of the docu-series, man. And I hope everybody's been able to check it out.
I haven't, but I'm going to wait till it's complete.
It's been really, really... You go on, Netflix and all that shit. Not Netflix, but you could go on, if you got a Fire Stick and shit like that, they got all 10 episodes of it.
Well, nigga, once the 10 episodes are done tonight, give it a week, and that shit will be on somewhere.
It'll be on anywhere where you could really find it, you know what I'm saying? But it's a dope thing to watch, man. I think it brings back a lot of memories for anybody who's watching it. There was historical shit that happened in those times that it brings you back to oh shit, I was there for that. I remember that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember when he came back and he was wearing number 45 and he went against the Knicks and he scorched them for 55. I was at that game. You know what I'm saying? So to see that be replayed and talk about it.
You looking for yourself in the crowd?
No. I remember. I know I wasn't going to be nowhere on that type of shit, but I just remember being at that game. I remember certain plays. I remember certain moves. Certain missed opportunities. I remember all that shit from that game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was just dope to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But that's where we at with it, man. So we about to get ready to get out of here. Before we get our shout outs, we should throw another record on.
Well, let me get into it because I can't end this out with the intro outro.
Yeah, of course.
So what was I gonna say? Yo, Ed, you got anything you want to tell the people, man? You got going on, bro?
Well, I do want to say is that I feel like everybody should take the time now, if you haven't already, to check it out. The website is studio1025.com.
Yeah.
And that's how you can book him as your engineer and his
dope.
team as the super producer, Jedi Masters.
Yeah, we're here for all your production needs, which is, like the website says, anything from recording your next hit single to producing your new informative podcast and everything in between.
Yes, sir.
We'll do all of that for you and more.
Indeed.
So, yeah, keep following the site. It'll keep progressing. I hate typing words, so there's not a lot of words up there, but they'll get there and shit.
It's looking real nice from what I see.
What I wanted to do, really, on our way out of here is just kind of paying homage. I mean, because we always talk about, you know, what we do, like as Coalition and Studio 1025, and we want to be a label. And, you know, we try to help young kids try to come in here and craft their shit, right? So we just want to kind of pay homage to a gentleman that happened to lose his life recently. We're not going to get into the whole thing of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's still up in the air about what happened and shit. So, but we just want to give a shout out. Huh?
Definitely a tragedy to lose.
Yeah, definitely a tragedy. I just want to give a rest in peace to XX Chinks. You know, it was a gentleman that was working with us behind the scenes in the studio on making some music. We do have a kind of a final cut song of his, like his first and final song, really.
First and only record.
So, like, I hope you guys really appreciate that. We want to play that as we go out of here. So, if there's anything else that y'all really want to get into before we leave.
Before we jump into it, man, just, you know, shout out Airs Printing. Shout out Crazy Desserts. You know, shout out everybody that rocks with us here at the MELLO-ROOM.
All the families, all the friends, bro, that fuck with us.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that fucks with Studio 1025.
All the artists who send us music.
Be on the lookout because we got so much more coming. Send us music, artwork. We actually got some fan art that was given to me on my birthday that we're going to put it in here. I'm going to be able to bring it in, you know, that way people can see it. You know what I mean? It was pretty dope that somebody reached out on that. You know what I mean? And we got a lot more coming up, so just stay in tune, man.
Yeah,
Keep it aware.
And like I said, please go to the website because we're going to start hosting events in the studios. It's not a MELLO-ROOM thing, but there will be events like paint and sips and painting stuff. You know, more artistic stuff that we can hold because we got the space for it. And also there's a photo session. You want to hit us up to get your headshots done or just shots done. You know what I'm saying? That you can have professional for your portfolio and shit. You can hit us up for that too, man.
Hey, get at us. You already know.
So, with that being said, man, this is the MELLO-ROOM. We out here for this evening. Check out XX Chinks with Big Old Dreams, produced by your man, Ed Cypher, and yours truly, Lucas. Big O's is here with us.
Yeah,
shout out to we love everybody, man. So do your thing, stay safe, get you a mask. And
protect yourself, people.
I threw that shit on the floor.
Get safe.
But let's do this thing, man. Big Old Dreams, yo. Play that shit and play it loud, motherfucker.
All right, here we go. Bless up.
Rest in peace.
Play with much money, I'ma let the bitch rip. Talkin' real crazy, but how you fuck a grip? How this your dog and he motherfucking snitch? S.I.M. You was a simp. I ain't even gon' play with this chick. Cause you fucking like a run off in the shit. Like Pete, give me, but you taking all your breaks. No gross, this is just me and my clique. Fucking on your bitch, and I know you mad as shit. She was sucking on my dick, and you kissed her on the lips. You can have the bitch back, the bitch ain't shit. I'm that nigga, being the shit. You was a lame, a square ass jit. I don't really give a fuck who you say fucking is. Product on the bottom, gotta get it how it is. Big old biz, big old ring, big ass crib, gotta get it how I live. I catch a nigga like an MD on the fucking clip. Rapping on my Glock, bitch, I ain't gon' miss. Big old biz, big old ring, big ass crib, gotta get it how I live. I catch a nigga like an MD on the fucking clip. Rapping on my Glock, bitch, I ain't gon' miss. Big old biz, big old ring, big ass crib, gotta get it how I live. I catch a nigga like an MD on the fucking clip. Rapping on my Glock, bitch, I ain't gon' miss. Big old biz, big old ring, big ass crib, gotta get it how I live. I catch a nigga like an MD on the fucking clip. Rapping on my Glock, bitch, I ain't gon' miss. Bitch, fucking ain't no really get no fucks. Swiping no swiping, fell in love with still stuff. Product go to bottom, bitch, I got it in the mud. If I catch a pussy like a llama, I see the slug. Bottom bucks survivor, bitch, I run off on the plug. I hear on my grind like a 20 fucking hard. Catch a pussy like an I'm in the bitch spark. Bitch, I gotta shine even in the fucking dark. Little nigga, but I'm fucking lying hearted. Tell the pussy niggas come and finish what he started. Leave his ass thing like he motherfucking farted. Bitch, I fucking dumb, go fucking retarded. Post out on the ass, tryna
but you ain't gon'